Welcome back, guys. It's time for another NBA betting stream. I'm My Guy Knows a Guy. This is my sports betting predictions channel. It is Sunday, April 19th. It's time for the playoffs, guys. The NBA where suspicious lives. How is the sharpest chat on earth doing this weekend? I hope you guys are feeling spectacular because I am. We are off to a great start in the playoffs here. The picks that I've shared so far, my free plays are 5-1 to start the playoffs. All spread bets here. 2-0 today, 3-1 yesterday. I do believe if Kevin Durant was playing, we would have swept yesterday, but I'll take 3-1. Any day of the week. Hit the like button for me, everyone. We have another game that is about to start between the Detroit Pistons and the Orlando Magic, the 1-8 seed matchup, but obviously this Magic team is healthy at the right time of the year. They're probably a bit better than an 8th seed when fully healthy. This is going to be, the Pistons can't overlook these guys, but these are my bets. Just want to say thank you to everyone that watched my video last night. Took a long time to edit that video, guys. I know the video was only 15 minutes long, but I was working on that video on that research for hours, pretty much all evening. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching the video last night. I do see some people in the chat asking, what my picks are for the next couple of games. And I truly appreciate you for being here during the live stream, but make sure you have notifications on for my channel. Do that now because I'm going to be posting a video every day for the rest of the playoffs, a video upload with early picks. So don't miss out. If you missed out so far, I would hate for you to miss out on what is to come. I'm going to help you guys get ready. I don't have much time. I'm going to help you guys get ready for this next game. Maybe some player prop ideas. I'll at least give you my projections. I'm going to watch the game with you guys. Magic Pistons, and maybe I'll stay on for the Spurs Blazers game as well. Always be careful with your sports betting, guys. Be responsible. That's a better way to say it. Be responsible. Always remember that you are in control of your funds. And we're dealing with a game of chance here. Let's all help each other. Had a lot of fun in my free Discord group chat with a lot of you guys just talking and just interacting during the games. It was really fun. You guys are making me laugh too. So I just want to say thank you for all of the support. Remember, you guys make this stream what it is. Let's all help each other. We just cashed with the OKC Thunder -14.5, an absolute obliteration of the Phoenix Suns. A sweep is on the way, guys. The Celtics, hey, it might be another sweep too. Maybe one of those series will not be a sweep, but neither series will go beyond 5 games. We covered both of those spreads from my video last night. We still have 2 more picks here. I'm on the Pistons to cover as 8.5-point favorites. I'm also on the Spurs to cover as 10.5-point favorites. I do think the cream will rise to the crop today. I'm not opposed to betting on underdogs here and there throughout the series, but for today, I do think all 4 favorites are going to cover. I just want to say thank you so much as well to Tasha, an absolutely amazing person in the community, so supportive everywhere in the group chat, on social media, here on this channel as well. Thank you so much, Tasha, for that super chat donation that you sent me while the stream was loading. Thank you so much for that kind gesture. Always rooting for you and everyone else in the chat. Drop your plays in the chat, guys. And also thank you so much, Wake and Bake DK, as well, for that super chat donation. I truly, truly appreciate you. You guys, you guys have been sending me kind messages as well. Tons of people recognizing the hard work that goes into this. I did tell you guys that once the playoffs arrive, you're going to hear opinions here on this channel that you won't hear in very many places. I tried to warn as many people as I can yesterday from betting on the Timberwolves, but either way, today is a new day. Let's see if we can sweep the board. I mean, we have a chance to sweep the board here. Obviously, I'm not going to take the Portland Trailblazers and the Orlando Magic lightly. Both teams are healthy at the right time of year. They do have quality pieces, all-star level pieces, Paolo Banchero, Denny Avdia, Desmond, Bane, the leadership, of Drew Holiday on the Blazers team later on. But I'm rolling with Wemby, guys. The playoff debut of Victor Wembanyama, the much anticipated postseason debut. I think they cover that spread. Might be competitive early on. I didn't think the Suns or the Celtics would be competitive, but I think the Magic and the Blazers can be a bit competitive. But I think over the course of 4 quarters, the quality and the depth, the defensive tenacity of the Spurs and the Pistons are going to shine and come through. You guys watched my video last night. I explained why. Drop your bets in the chat. I'll give everyone a shout out right now. But before I get started, we have 100 people watching. You know, we usually have a few more people watching than this, but I appreciate everyone that is here. I didn't plan this stream, so that's probably a big reason why I didn't promote it earlier as well. Every single person that's watching, I'm going to check in a couple of minutes, hit the like button. Every person that hits the like button helps this video, this stream, I should say, get pushed out to more people. It helps with the algorithm, guys. Hit the like button. It would encourage me to stay on stream for as long as possible. And everyone that already did hit the like button, I truly appreciate you. I'm rooting for you guys tonight. Let me get to some quick player prop projections, and I will give everyone a shout out in the chat as well. So much love to you guys. You guys can follow me on social media as well. Go over to my X page, Twitter page, and hit like. I posted a couple of videos just, you know, celebrating the wins today. I just posted another one about the OKC Thunder blowout a couple of minutes ago, just celebrating with you guys. Come interact with me. If you guys don't use Twitter, I posted the same videos on my Instagram page. Both accounts are in the video description below. Let's have some fun with the games today. Welcome back, Emiliano Morales in the chat, the professional, Martez Denny, Tasha, of course, Wake and Bake DK, Donnie, Listen, I Am Goated. Who else is here? Speak Your Mind, Martin Rivas, Bank of Dennis, welcome back, bro. BT, Peter Bradley, Nasir, X100, welcome back, Nasir. My bro Jay Wall, M Stone as well, welcome back. Cleveland, how's it going, fam? BJ Anderson, Wake and Bake DK, who else is here? Evo Andrich, Isaiah HD, Jay Krogs, F7 Forever, my bro Gold in the chat, big Celtics Bruins fan today, big day in the Boston sports community. Christian Davis, welcome back as well. Who else is here? Wild Will, Mike Bond, P Patrol, Alex Escobar, Martin Rivas, so many real ones in the chat. Much love to you guys. Yeah, hey, I see some people in the chat. They do like the Magic. I definitely understand the Magic. They came to play against the Hornets. You know, they showed flashes of what everyone expected from them earlier in the season. They are healthy at the right time of the year. I just feel like their bench still leaves a lot to be desired. They took advantage of a Hornets team that was inefficient, and also the Hornets, in terms of offensive production, don't have much off the bench beyond Kobe White. This Pistons team started off that way with a lack of offensive production off the bench, but things really changed for them when Cade Cunningham was out for more than a month with that collapsed lung. We saw multiple players ascend offensively. I do think that those extra reps for that bench in Detroit is going to pay dividends in this series. I think they're going to be able to create a ton of separation in this game with the second unit, guys. They showed me a lot when Cade Cunningham was out of the lineup. Now Cade's back. He's well rested. Jalen Duren is going to be a nightmare in this game, I believe. But obviously there are some concerns as to whether or not this Pistons team can generate enough quality shot making beyond Cade Cunningham in that starting five in terms of players that can create their own jump shot. But this is a defense first team. They're going to come into this series with a chip on their shoulder after losing on their home court last season against the New York Knicks, guys. I really do think, I'm not going to say this Pistons team is going to the finals. I'm not sure. But I think that they're going to take this series in 5-6 games max. I give the Magic maybe a game or two because they are healthy at the right time, but I still have concerns about their coaching, their decision making, their lack of three-point shooting as well, and the inconsistency of their stars. Now, maybe that game the other day was a rallying moment against the Hornets. It was the Magic against the world. Everyone counted them out. Maybe they came together as one after that game to maybe go push and maybe go on a run, maybe to try to meet those expectations, those preseason expectations. Maybe this Pistons team would have preferred to play another team as opposed to the Magic. When you look at the other lower seeded teams in the Eastern Conference, the Pistons had a great matchup against the Hornets on paper. They probably would have destroyed the Hornets in a 7-game series. The Magic will be a bit more competitive. Paolo Banchero was a definitive force. That's the Banchero that everyone expects. Remember, people aren't critical of Banchero because he's a bad player. They're critical of him because he wasn't realizing his potential and his development seemed to have stalled. We know that he has all-star potential. He's already been an all-star in the past. He was a number 1 pick for a reason. We saw flashes of that against the Hornets on Friday night, but will it be sustainable? This is a Magic team that is inconsistent. The 3-ball hasn't been falling for them. And let's see, guys. Maybe the Magic will be competitive early on in this game, but I think the Pistons are going to cover. In terms of player prop projections here, I'll just give you guys a list of player props projections when I crunch the numbers. Now, the lines probably shifted a bit here. Keep in mind, these are notes from last night, so I probably should refresh the lines, but the game's about to start. So Cade Cunningham, I do think he has a great shot at 25 plus here. A well-rested Cade Cunningham. Remember, he had the collapsed lung, but he was also dealing with a wrist injury where he was playing through wrist soreness for about 2 months, guys. And his jump shot seemed to have been a bit flat for about a month or two, even though he was still putting up big numbers, flirting with a triple-double on a regular basis. An extra week of rest. If you guys listened to his interview the other day and the interview of their head coach, JB Bickerstaff, he said that his wrist is ready to roll, guys. His wrist is it's back. The shot was falling at practice, according to the Detroit Pistons writers. So that might bode well for them. But also sometimes we see these higher seeded teams. We didn't see that with the Celtics and OKC. They destroyed today. But sometimes we do see these higher seeded teams maybe be rusty a bit just in the first quarter, or maybe the first 2 quarters after that 1 week layoff with some of the star players. There is a sort of rust versus rest dynamic, whichever school of thought you buy into. But I think Cade Cunningham has a chance to stuff the stat sheet with his assists and his points. But I think this is going to be my X factor in this game is Jalen Duren. If he stays out of foul trouble, he is going to be a nightmare for this Pistons team. Obviously, he doesn't have a jump shot, but his ability to create second chance opportunities for this Pistons team was a big part of why he became an all-star. I mean, one can really argue that, Jalen Duren, when he's not in foul trouble, has the strongest motor of any big in the league. The guy is tenacious. He's a brick wall, a fridge, guys, a walking refrigerator. I think Jalen Duren has a chance to clear his points and rebounds lines. On the Orlando Magic side of things, I'm expecting a net positive performance from Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane is a player that shows up in postseason games. When you look at his body of work, his track record over the course of his career, obviously with the Memphis Grizzlies back when they were more competitive a couple of years ago, he was a young player then, but he had a ton of playoff experience early in his career. And this guy does show up in big games. I would not be surprised if Desmond Bane, even if the Pistons win or cover, I think Desmond Bane might show up in this game. Jalen Suggs on paper is supposed to be due for an offensive performance. He does track well in the past against this Pistons team, but he's been so inconsistent recently with his jump shot. I just can't trust him. He had a hot start against the Hornets and then sort of cooled off, but Jalen Suggs does have the skill set to sort of get to the free throw line as a physical guard. This is a Pistons team that did struggle with foul trouble with their guards. Jalen Suggs, we might see an increase in his free throw attempts in this game as a more physically imposing guard, but he's less trustworthy to me than Desmond Bane is. And then the same goes for Ausar Thompson. I think Ausar Thompson could have a big game here, but for me, this Pistons team is going to have to get Dennis Jenkins involved off the bench. We did see his minutes dip when Cade Cunningham returned, and rightfully so. Cade is the franchise, but I think they went too far. They need to scale Dennis Jenkins and his minutes up. Obviously, he has never played in a playoff game. The guy was playing in the G League at the beginning of the year, but he showed that Dennis Jenkins really has an old school mentality, the way he speaks, but also the way he plays as a two-way guard. He doesn't believe in rest. He doesn't believe in taking plays off. He's a great on-ball defender. And I believe that the 6.5 point line for Dennis Jenkins is too low. But it's going to come down to whether or not, hopefully there's, the books don't know something that I don't know here, because, they have access to tons of information. But I do feel as though Dennis Jenkins deserves to play in this game. The way he held it down for this Pistons team when Cade was out with the collapsed lung in the second half of the season, when Cade Cunningham suffered that injury to his lung, people thought that the Knicks were going to catch the Pistons for the first overall seed in the East. That did not happen, largely due to the stability at the point guard position from Dennis Jenkins, guys. He had a couple of 30-point, 10-assist games for this team. He was a force. One of the most team-friendly contracts in the NBA. In my opinion, he deserves to get minutes in this game. And if he doesn't, I would be disappointed in head coach JB Bickerstaff, honestly, because of his ability. He can create his own jump shot. It's crazy. They don't have many players like that on their bench. He deserves to play minutes in this game, and 6.5 might be too low. If he does have his minutes scaled up and he goes for 10 plus points, we might not see that low of a points prop line for the rest of this series. Also, look out for Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson has a lot of playoff experience, guys. I mean, Duncan Robinson has been involved in games of the biggest magnitude over the course of his career with the Miami Heat. He appeared in the NBA Finals twice. Obviously, he didn't win, and he hit some big shots in the playoffs for the Heat. Duncan Robinson is a player that is obviously going to be useful for some of these other inexperienced players in this Detroit Pistons locker room to just bring stability to this franchise. Obviously, he's not a franchise player, but I'm expecting Duncan Robinson to be an X factor in this series if he's not today. Because he's been there, he's done that. He knows how to defend in the playoffs. He doesn't have the reputation of a premier defender, but he does play better defense in the playoffs because of the effort. Obviously, when he was with the Miami Heat, Eric Spoelstra, Jimmy Butler around him, Bam Adebayo. Obviously, you're not going to be on the court unless you at least put forth max effort defensively. And then he's hit some big shots, as I said in the past. So Duncan Robinson, Tobias Harris, they have a ton of experience in the playoffs over their career. Their veteran leadership will pay dividends for this Pistons team in this series, in my opinion. But then also, I mean, as I said, guys, this Magic team is healthy at the right time. Keep an eye out for Franz Wagner. Is he going to look like himself defensively? Franz Wagner is not a bad defender, but if he's not 100% because of that knee, with his lateral movement, he did look a bit better in terms of his mobility in that play-in tournament game against the Hornets, but the Magic didn't really lean on him in that game. He took a back seat. He was more of a facilitator in that game. He wasn't really trying to get to the rim. They really leaned on Paolo Banchero as a tank in that game. This is a big game for Paolo Banchero, guys. Which version of Banchero is going to show up here? I'm actually going to look towards live betting this game with you guys. It's about to start. Best of luck to everyone. I'm going to get the scoreboard on the screen. As I said, go over to my Twitter page just before I start. Also, hit the like button for me. I'm about to check how many likes we have. I hope it's over 100 likes, guys. In a second. And also, if you're new here, subscribe to my channel. We're off to a hot start to the NBA playoffs, guys, and I anticipate this pace to continue for us, even if it doesn't tonight. Over the course of the playoffs will be ours. The playoffs will be ours, guys. Some people in the chat have been following me on social media for 5-6 years now, and they know what I do in the playoffs. Let's keep it rolling, guys. But we always have to have realistic expectations. But at the same time, I do believe it's going to be a profitable playoffs once again for us. I love the playoffs. I love big games. I love betting on big games. So let's continue. I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you sweep. Smash that like button for me. And just before the game tips off, go over to my Twitter page. You guys can see this right here. My Guy Knows a Guy, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Go over there and hit like or repost or leave a comment on this video that I just posted celebrating about the OKC Thunder. Turn notifications on for my page. If you don't use Twitter, go to my Instagram page. All of that information is in the video description below. And last thing here, join my free Discord group chat. Amazing group of people. We're talking NBA, baseball, cracking jokes, all sorts of stuff in there. It's really fun. Go down to my free Discord server in the video description below and join. Make sure you verify or the bot is going to kick you out. Drop your bets in the chat. I'll give everyone a shout out that just arrived. Let's enjoy this game, guys. And also vote on the poll, just like Pete Patrol said. Who wins the series? The series between the Rockets and the Lakers. Obviously, some new information has been presented to us with the injury to Kevin Durant. We still don't know the extent of the severity of that injury. He sustained it at practice. But Luka Doncic, there's still no exact timeline for Luka to return, although he is back in the U.S. from Spain, from his treatment and also spending time with his family on his hamstring. But who do you think wins the series now that the series has basically been flipped on its head after that performance from LeBron James and Luke Kennard last night, and DeAndre Ayton transforming into Ben Wallace last night? I mean, the NBA where suspicious lives. But either way, vote on the poll that's in the chat. Best of luck, and let's get to the scoreboard here because Pistons Magic is about to start. Yeah, and if you guys disagree with my Pistons bet, I mean, the playoffs are I'm off to a hot start with the playoffs, but I mean, no one's going to win every bet. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm going to bet with what's been working for me. I'm going to trust my research, and I know that you guys will as well. Sometimes a lot of people in the chat or in my Discord, they agreed with OKC and the Celtics with me earlier, but the Pistons, the Magic, I mean, it seems to be more 50-50, but at the same time, if you don't agree, you can always bet on the Magic. Some of you have. I do hope you guys enjoy the game. It's never you against me or me against you. At the end of the day, if you win a bet that I'm on the opposite side, I'd be the first person to salute you and congratulate you. That's just the kind of person I am. I'll try to move on because at the end of the day, it's not me against you, unless we're betting on a peer-to-peer exchange or a prediction market, and you're my counterparty. Then I'm trying to take your money. But at the same time, it's us against the sports books, guys. So best of luck. I'll get into some player prop projections. Maybe I actually do have an idea for a same game parlay as well for the Spurs game. I won't force it, but I'll talk about that game at halftime of the Magic game. Let's go, guys. Pistons, Magic. Hit the like button for me. Much love to everyone that watched my video last night. As soon as the stream is done tonight, I already have my picks for tomorrow ready. My picks for tomorrow are done. I have all the information I need, and I have 2, 3, maybe even 4 picks for you guys on the way tonight. I'm going to work on a video as soon as the stream is done and get those picks out tonight. Show love to my video when I do that. We had 40 comments on the video last night. Let's get to 50 tonight when I upload that video tonight. Let's get to 200 likes when I upload that video tonight, guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Best of luck, and I'll get back into the chat right now. Let me just get the scoreboard on the screen for you guys because the game tipped off a few minutes ago. So the Magic are already off to a 13-5 lead. I didn't know it tipped off, but I was looking at my Twitter account because I had the overlay on. So the Magic are off to a hot start here. Timeout Pistons, but let me get the scoreboard on the screen because it's the most important time of the day. The game is on. So let me just do that for you in just 1 second, guys. Where is it? Okay, I have to. Don't tell me I was talking about some of those projections while the game was on. I didn't see the box score. So when I told you guys the score just now, that's the first time I saw the score. Usually these games, actually, no, it's been about 5 minutes now. So I'm actually behind. Let me get the scoreboard on. And if I bet anything live, I'll add live bets to the board below. So yeah, let me just get the scoreboard on. Yeah, okay, here we go. Thanks for waiting, guys. Thanks for your patience. Hopefully the Pistons aren't too rusty here, but I will watch it live and let you guys know what I see visually in the game. So looks like Jalen Suggs has 8 points already. I just talked about how he does have a skill set for this particular series to shine. I'm not a big fan of Jalen Suggs, but you guys did hear me just say that. So he has 8 points already. His points line, I believe, was 13.5, even 12.5 on some books. And I mean, this is a great start for him. We saw something similar from him in the first quarter against the Hornets. Yeah, and just like Guru, welcome back, Guru, M Stone, Jay Wall, Jared Weiss, Steven, Earner Society. Mitchell brothers, Tashambi Mitchell, Ivo Andrich, welcome back, guys. All of you guys. KC Mike, Magneto. Yeah, welcome back, guys. So we have a timeout here. It gives me a chance to get the game on cable here on my laptop. Just give me a moment. Okay, I think that's good for now. Now let me just get the game on here visually. Welcome back, Hitman Jay. Let me get the game on. Let's enjoy it while we can, guys. Okay, I have the game on, so. Yeah, and drop your bets in the chat as well. P Patrol likes the Blazers later. Bank of Dennis says Franz Wagner might go over his PRA today if he gets his minutes. Steven Burl says he's looking to place a live bet on Anthony Black over 2.5 rebounds once it hits plus money. Guru said the first basket was Jalen Suggs. Tashambi Mitchell said, breathe. You're speaking fast. The game is starting. You tried to warn me a couple of minutes ago. So it looks like the Pistons just missed a shot again. And it's the culprit this time is Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris with a, yep, salute to you as well, Hitman J. Tobias Harris is the culprit here. And now it's a 10-point lead. First basket from Desmond Bane, right near the rim there. 15-5 run from the Magic to start the game. And the Pistons need to realize that it's the playoffs because the Magic have essentially been in postseason mode since last week. Remember, I did say at the beginning of the game, I think the Magic could be really competitive. There's the whole rest versus rust dynamic. So for my Pistons bet, I can only speak for myself. I'm going to wait I'm going to wait before I reserve judgment until we get closer to halftime. But right now, it's all Magic, guys. And one, Franz Wagner at the rim. It's a layup for him. 17-5 run to start the game. And Desmond Bane gets subbed out of the game for Anthony Black now. 12-point lead. It might be 13 if Franz Wagner hits the free throw. Yeah, M Stone in the chat just said Pistons are sluggish after sitting at home for a week. Yeah, I mean, sometimes teams will be well rested and it helps them. Sometimes teams will be rusty. I mean, the Pistons are healthy. They have a clean bill of health, but at the same time, it's just 4.5 minutes though. But this Magic offense and defense is starting to roll. And now we have something positive for the Pistons. It's Cade Cunningham with a 3, guys. And the fans love to hear that because they were starting to get a bit quiet here. The fans love to hear that. Their first field goal for a couple of minutes. Assisted by Duncan Robinson and the franchise. Cade is on the board. Jalen Suggs has the hot hand. He misses a decent look for a 3 on the other end. A bit rushed there, though, and we go the other way. And now we're going back the other way again. Amen Thompson played last night. Asar Thompson misses near the rim. Good rim protection there from the Magic, and a contested shot there, and it's Magic ball. Let's see what happens. Rabbit said the over in the Dodgers game was gold today. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what they say, the altitude, right? Colorado, man, Coors Field. Coors Field. I was looking at those lines this morning. I was thinking about Teoscar Hernandez of the Dodgers, but then he wasn't in the lineup. So, I mean, back to the basketball. Speak Your Mind said the Pistons got punched in the mouth. Now let's see how they react. 100%. Tasha said Spurs. first quarter -2.5, and the full game spread tonight. Best of luck, Tasha. I'm definitely aligned with you. Can't wait to see Wemby and that Spurs core in the postseason tonight. We had a nice fast break dunk there from Asar Thompson. He got on the board, but the Magic respond instantly. It's Paolo Banchero. So Paolo Banchero and Jalen Suggs have 75% of the points so far for the Magic. 7 points for Banchero, 8 points for Jalen Suggs in the first 6 minutes of regulation. Cade Cunningham misses a three. And that was a wide open shot attempt. So the Pistons are down by 10 at home. This is a team in the Magic that understands the assignment here. They are alert. They look sharp to start this game. And once again, they've been off for a couple of days, but more importantly, they've already been involved in a couple of must-win games over the last couple of days. So right now they have the momentum to start this one. And now Paolo Banchero, who rolls to the rim, and he gets fouled by Tobias Harris. He makes the first free throw here. 8 points for Banchero. Tobias Harris subs out of the game. And now here comes the first appearance for Isaiah Stewart. Beef Stew on the court, guys. One of the best defenders, of any role player in the NBA just stepped onto the court. Obviously, he can't create offense for himself, but, he's a bit limited offensively. But, let's see if Isaiah Stewart can sort of stop the bleeding for this Pistons defense that's supposed to be so elite, right? 12-point lead for the Magic after Banchero hits both free throws. He has 9 points now. Very impressive start to the game. And nothing from Jalen Duren to start this one. They're going to have to get that pick and roll action going. He just got his shot blocked by a guard, chat. Jalen Suggs with a blocked shot against Jalen Duren here, and the Magic go the other way. They don't capitalize, though. Jalen Suggs misses a three, so no points off of those turnovers there, but it was a spectacular defensive play. Jalen Duren is going, there's so many Jalens. Jalen Duren is going to have to be on his, he's going to have to, increase his intensity here. He looks a bit lackluster just in terms of his energy to start this game. And now the Pistons get a boost. Kevin Huerter is another player that played well off the bench, since being acquired via trade from the Bulls, and he hits a big three, much needed three for the Pistons. Kevin Huerter on the court, still waiting for the first Dennis Jenkins sighting, but it's still early. Kevin Huerter's been in the league for a while, and now Jalen Duren turns the ball over. And Wendell Carter with a good defensive play. He pokes the ball free, but the Magic fail to. I'm not sure if that's going to be credited as a turnover, though. The Pistons never really had possession there. But either way, the Magic do not score off of that good defensive play from Wendell Carter. Anthony Black misses the three. He struggled with his three-point shot recently after a hot start to the season, where he looked like a most improved player candidate for the first couple of months. And now the Pistons go the other way, and we have a foul at the rim on Jalen Suggs. He fouls Isaiah Stewart. Good pass from Cade Cunningham there. Good court vision there, but I think the foul is on the floor, guys. More offense coming onto the court here off the bench. Remember what I said. There are a few players on the bench for the Pistons when Cade was out. Dennis Jenkins, Karis LeVert, Kevin Huerter. I mean, those three players played pretty well offensively when he was out. Let's see if that carries over into the playoffs, though. And let's see what happens. It's Pistons ball. The foul was on the floor, like I said. So no free throws for Isaiah Stewart, and he misses a three. We're going the other way. Magic ball. And we have another nice pass from this Magic team. Good pass from Anthony Black. Little flip there for the alley-oop to Wendell Carter Jr. for the dunk there. And the Magic go up by 11. The Pistons go the other way, and Cade Cunningham scores. He responds instantly to cut it back to double digits. Magic ball here. Cade has a couple of baskets. I think he has 5 points now. Yep, 5 points for Cade. Magic ball. Down by 9. Jalen Suggs and 1. So the foul is on Karis LeVert, and you guys may have heard what I said at the beginning of the stream. That Jalen Suggs is a player that has the skill set to shine in this particular series. He wasn't the best in the best form in the play-in tournament, but he drives right in to the body of Karis LeVert and converts the and one opportunity and he makes the free throw. So it's back to a 12-point lead. This Pistons team doesn't look like the Pistons that we saw in the regular season. 11 points in the first quarter for Jalen Suggs. His pregame points line was 13.5 points. And Jalen Duren has been pretty much non-existent in this first quarter, but he's not on the floor right now. So Pistons ball here. Let's see how they respond after that and one converted by Jalen Suggs. And they do respond. Caris LeVert with a three. Much needed three. The Magic go the other way. Paolo Banchero in point guard mode here. So Jalen Suggs is playing off ball. Isaiah Stewart blocks Paolo Banchero. Nice block shot there from Isaiah Stewart. And the Pistons go the other way. Caris LeVert. Tobias Harris in transition. He gives it to Cade Cunningham at the rim. He dunks it. Back-to-back buckets for the Pistons without unanswered buckets, led by the defense of Isaiah Stewart. What did I say? He's a fan favorite in Detroit. Big block from Isaiah Stewart there, much needed. And the Pistons cut that 12-point lead to 7. And timeout Magic, guys. This is actually a pretty interesting game for a couple of reasons to start this one. You know, I'm not worried about the Pistons, but at the end of the day, I do. The Magic, as a healthy team, they made me respect them when they took my money in that Hornets game on Friday. So, hey, I have to be realistic, right? Let me get back into the chat. Cleveland, yeah, you're right. Cleveland, they needed that block big time. Good jolt of energy from a couple of bench players there. Isaiah Stewart, also Kevin Huerter with a big shot. Cade Cunningham's been on the court the entire quarter. He's fully healthy, so he's going to have to be in Iron Man mode, similar to what we saw before the All-Star break when he was just playing every minute possible, even when they go up big. Rabbit said Duren just doesn't need to get into foul trouble in the chat. Michael said any good live bets for this game? Well, I'm always looking for a good live bet, just trying to see and assess the energy of both of these teams. Broken Camera Film, welcome back. He said he took a shot at the Magic as a live bet, complete gamble. Enjoy the game and welcome back, bro. Who else is in the chat? Jay Krog says, bro, how are you actually asking that? Welcome back, EWM community. Welcome to the community. Bryant Walker, Guru Opinion, said he has Jalen Duren over 20 points, Desmond Bane 20 points, Cade Cunningham 11 assists, and a two-leg parlay with Jalen Duren over 1.5. I'm not sure about the last one, the two-leg parlay. It's not labeled properly. Welcome back, LOV. EWM community said, what do you think of Jalen Duren over 15.5? I like it. I expect him to be more involved in the offense. We didn't see that pick and roll action, that two-man game from Cade and Duren in the first quarter so far. He only one shot attempt for Duren as well, but 15.5 is a bit of a discount. You might be able to get 14.5, 13.5 if you wait just a bit here, though, in my opinion. But what else are you guys saying in the chat? Drop your bets. Also vote on the poll, guys. Who wins the series between the Rockets and the Lakers? And as you guys can see, I had to catch my breath. I was in full broadcaster mode there. If I'm going to sharpen my chops as a broadcaster, I need to catch my breath. Sometimes I need to slow down. I know that, but I have a lot of information, a lot of this. If you guys could peer into this mind, it's like this. It's always like this, guys. So just trying to do the best I can to keep you guys informed during the game. Hit the like button for me as well. And if you're new here, subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot. And we're back from the timeout, so let's see what happens. Desmond Bane subs back into the game, chat. And we have the Pistons catch a break out of the timeout. Tristan da Silva misses a makeable three by his standards, and the Orlando Magic have missed their last 6 3-point attempts, and we go the other way. Cade Cunningham going to the free throw line, guys. Going to the free throw line. And that, it's the first foul of the game on Anthony Black. Good move there. Good dribble package there at the rim from Cade, and Anthony Black lost his balance a bit there. He was shuffling his feet. Cade Cunningham makes the first free throw, and that he makes both free throws. That 12-point lead, I should say, that 12-point lead has been cut to 5. Just like that, it's a game again. And let's see what happens here towards the end of the quarter. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying the postseason so far. No more Utah Jazz, guys. No more Bryce Sensabaugh, Ace Bailey in the Utah Jazz. No more Maxime Renaud and the Kings. No more. And I'm glad to say it, although it was kind of fun sometimes to bet against the tanking teams. It was kind of fun sometimes, but it was really fun to watch the games with you guys as well. But no more Jay Huff and the Pacers. Desmond Bane, some points off of turnovers here. We had a steal from Desmond Bane, his second steal of the game, and he scores in transition after he stole the ball from Cade Cunningham. But the Pistons go the other way, and Tobias Harris scores now. Let's go, Pistons. Just keep it manageable here. Keep it manageable here. Nice rack at the rim from Tobias Harris. And the Magic just missed back-to-back threes in the same possession. They got the offensive rebound after the Franz Wagner three, and then Anthony Black misses from 3 as well. So this Magic team, after a hot start to the game, just missed 8 straight threes here towards the end of the quarter. And here's the Dennis Jenkins sighting that I was anticipating. He deserves to play minutes today, and he is in the rotation. Let's see what Dennis Jenkins does, if anything. At the end of the day, I have to be realistic because, he was in the G League, but, he made me, I respect his game this season. So let's see what happens. Welcome back, K. Dot. Whoa! Instantly? Dennis Jenkins with the 3. Instantly. And the crowd's on their feet. Impact player. I wish he had a better agent, man. Next year, he's going to regret signing that deal. But at the end of the day, he was in the G League, so $8 million for 2 years, that's life-changing money. But that's going to be a team-friendly deal. The Pistons front office is laughing. He's already exceeded the value of that contract. Dennis Jenkins with the 3. Welcome back, Chicago Joe. And unfortunately, Isaiah Stewart makes a mistake defensively on the other end, and Goga Batadze is going to the free throw line here. But there is an energy in the building now after a cold start from this Pistons team. And Jenkins has arrived to the playoffs. Alex King, welcome back, fam. He said Jenkins carried my fantasy team through some dark times. Shout out to your fantasy team. Shout out to you as a fantasy manager. Probably 1% ownership. 1% ownership. No one had Dennis Jenkins in fantasy, especially in deeper leagues this year. Goga Batadze makes both free throws. He's an above-average free throw shooter as a center. And either way, it's a 4-point lead. The Pistons can't get too happy. They need to stay disciplined here because there's a minute left and the Magic are in the bonus. Yeah, Rabbit, you're right. You are right about that. As Tristan da Silva gets his first basket of the game, 2 points for him, a layup, and Dennis Jenkins misses a 3 at the other end. So always have to be realistic. And it's a 6-point lead for the Magic. So, they did just have it at a 2-point lead. They cut that 12-point lead to 2. And now, I do think he was a bit, trigger happy there, Jenkins. Maybe he's excited. It's his playoff debut. And just like that, this Magic team, with a few bench players, they pushed that 2-point lead back to 8 in the blink of an eye. So, the Pistons, they were a bit, they fell off just a bit at the end of that quarter. So they did a really good job to cut that 12-point lead to 2. And, they fell behind a bit at the end of that quarter, have to be realistic. Rabbit said $4 million a year, though, after taxes. And he's still going to get $60 million plus after 2 years. Keep it up. Yeah, if he stays consistent, sometimes we see flash in the pan sort of activity where a player does this and then they just fall off, once players, teams are aware of them and stuff. But, I think Jenkins will have a good, career as a role player for the Pistons. I mean, he was stuffing the stat sheet in the G League, but either way, right now, the storyline is the Orlando Magic and their offense, their defense at the beginning of the quarter, and they're up by 8 points, even though they're not hitting many threes. So, they're cold from 3 and they're still up by 8 points. This is a Pistons team that has a lot of work to do because they're 8.5-point favorites. Let's see what happens because this second quarter is going to be huge. This Pistons team cannot let a suddenly confident Magic team gain more confidence. They can't allow it. Welcome back, Kenny. Yeah, I hope you get that with Jenkins, though, Cleveland. Rabbit said Duncanville, Texas, Tri-City. Kenny R said hit that like button. Yeah, hit the like button for me, guys. DH says I have Magic money line first half. Let's get it. And right now, I mean, they're in control right now, DH. Welcome back to the stream. I just had to catch my breath for a second. Yeah, I saw that. They're 1.5-point favorites, even 2.5-point favorites on some books right now. Rabbit, I'm monitoring the live lines right now, monitoring the action on the court as well. And obviously, in my opinion, the Pistons are going to have to get Jalen Duren involved in this second quarter. They need to have it. They need it. Also, guys, I'm going to pin the link to my Instagram account in the chat. Follow me on Instagram, guys. Posting videos and stuff over there. Turn notifications on for my Instagram page and my Instagram story. And we are back. Oh, I had YouTube on my phone when I tried to pin it to the chat. The second quarter is starting, so I'll get back into the action. And they start off on the wrong foot. The Pistons commit a foul to start the quarter. Anthony Black is going to the free throw line, chat. And I just pinned my Instagram page in the chat. Connect with me on Instagram, guys. You guys can send me a message if you want. And yeah, thanks to everyone that already did. Also, we're 12 likes away from 100 likes. Let's get to 150 likes. Smash the like button, guys. Whoa, Anthony Black missed both free throws. He did that against the Sixers. He did that against the Sixers when we needed the Magic. He bricked both free throws. That's unacceptable. The foul was on Jalen Duren, who is on the floor, though. That's his first foul of the game, though. So, and now Duncan Robinson misses a three. He's missed 3 straight shots. Magic ball. Good defense there from Jalen Duren. Good block. He just blocked Desmond Bane. First block of the game for Jalen Duren. And he got up there too, guys. Did you guys see that block, how high he jumped? The ball was high backboard. And now we have a foul on, it looks like, Wendell Carter Jr. The foul might be on Kane, though. Tobias Harris is going to the free throw line. Yeah, Rabbit, we need some offense from, well, I mean, I know I do, from Duncan Robinson. He hit a shot at the beginning of the game, and he's missed 3 shots since then. What a block shot from Jalen Duren. I mean, I know he's 7 feet tall, but that was really impressive, even for a 7-footer. And Tobias Harris, who is a decent free throw shooter, knocks down both free throws. Okay. Unanswered baskets here from the Pistons. Something they're going to need here against the confident Magic team. It's Tobias Harris again, the vet. And this time, he throws it down in transition. 2-hand dunk off the Ron Holland pass in the fast break. And Tobias Harris looks sharp to start this one. Yeah, he just looks like a 7-footer, Jalen Duren. I know he's not exactly 7 feet tall. It's hard to tell people he's not when you just watch the game. And he makes so many people look like they need to get in the weight room, you know? And now we have the second foul of the game on Tobias Harris that sends Franz Wagner, a player you don't want to send to the free throw line. And he makes the first free throw here, back to a 5-point lead for Orlando. And I've been saying this for the last week or so. You know, this Magic team does lead the league in free throw attempts, guys, as a team. They get to the free throw line more often than any other team. Sometimes when their 3-ball is not falling, that offsets it and can be, you know, a difference maker, especially against a team that is aggressive like the Pistons. So, you know, when you play an aggressive defense like the Pistons, sometimes a team like the Magic can take advantage by absorbing a ton of contact. And that's what we're seeing here. The Pistons need to be disciplined because the refs are calling a lot of fouls in this game. And even though I was talking, you know, big stuff about Dennis Jenkins, I mean, his points line's only 6.5 though. He's almost halfway there. He's missed 3 straight shots since making that 3 when he entered the game. So Dennis Jenkins is now 1 for 4 from the field after missing that 3. But Franz Wagner misses on the other end. Pistons ball. They catch a break. And Dennis Jenkins gets the assist. It's Ron Holland with a more transition scoring for the Pistons. They're speeding this game up with the second unit. And the Magic are starting to run a bit here as well to match that pace. Wendell Carter Jr. with a 3 on the other end of the court. Shout out to him for cashing that 10+ points bet for us at plus money in the first quarter against the Hornets. That was the only bet that I won in that game. But either way, he did cash, and he has 5 points here. Nice pass from Desmond Bane, and he just pushed that lead back to 7. So these teams are trading baskets right now. The Pistons are scoring, but they're not getting enough stops on the other end. And let's see what happens. As Franz Wagner gets some rest, he subs out. Paolo Banchero checks back in. Ivo Andrić said Wendell Carter Jr. is going to cook today. And now we have a block shot from Wendell Carter Jr., so he is making his presence known on both ends of the court, but the ball went out of bounds, and it's still Pistons ball. Or was that? No, that was Anthony Black with the block, guys. That was not Wendell Carter. My mistake there. That what you see on the screen is not correct. That block should be credited to Anthony Black with an outstanding athletic move there. And JB Bickerstaff needs to be careful. He is getting into the face of one of the referees, the head coach of the Pistons. There's something I missed off camera that he is not happy about, and he let the ref hear it. I thought he was going to get a tech there, but he escaped. No technical foul on the Pistons head coach. And now we have a foul on the Magic before the ball was inbounded. So that results in a free throw for the Pistons and possession for the Pistons. The game's becoming a bit sloppy here. We were seeing some run and gun action for a couple of minutes, but things slowed down for the last minute or so. Rabbit, you saw that, right? Yeah, he got right into the ref's face. I'm surprised he didn't get a tech there. The ref must have been wrong for him to put his ego in check. The refs are humans too. Sometimes they just impulsively will give you a tech, and that's what happened. Bank of Dennis says, I love how I live bet Jalen Suggs 6 rebounds when he has 3 in the first quarter, and now he has 2. They're going to take one back after I bet him. Suspicious as always. Yeah, that's a tough one there. I hope you catch, though. You have a great chance to catch with that. He's a physical guard. Free throws for Dennis Jenkins. And the Pistons are chipping their way back into it. Kane does not agree, but he missed the free throw. Nice the deceleration move on the baseline from Dennis Jenkins there to get to the rim, but he missed the layup. He should have made that, and he missed the free throw. So, hey, let's see if he missed both. I take back everything I said about Dennis Jenkins. He missed both. Unacceptable. You're a point guard. He missed both, chat. Looking like Anthony Black out here. He had a chance to cut that lead to 4, and now that foul was essentially meaningless. And the Magic make them pay on the other end. A layup from Kane to push the lead back to 8. That's a 4-point swing. Dennis Jenkins misses the free throws, and Kane with the layup for the Magic on the other end. 4-point swing in the blink of an eye. And the Pistons need to get rolling here. I'd like to see them knock down a 3 on this possession. We don't get a 3. We get a layup. It's from Jalen Duren, his first basket of the game. Didn't think it would take that long, but I'll take it. Back to a 6-point lead for Orlando. Bank of Dennis in the chat said Dennis Jenkins knows his points prop line. And Duncan Robinson does not agree with that call, but things are getting a little bit testy, a bit chippy on the court. These players just need to keep their emotions in check. That's the 3rd foul of the game on Duncan Robinson. It's a hit job on Duncan Robinson. I just saw another angle. I think that's worth a challenge. They should challenge that. He knocked that ball free. That was not a foul. But hey, it looks like they're going to save the challenge. And maybe they should have challenged it because Anthony Black makes them pay with a dunk off the inbound pass. Not off the inbound pass, sorry, off the Banchero assist. And that's an unfortunate sequence for this Pistons team. You have the 2 missed free throws. Good pass from Banchero, though. What a pass there in the post. Good playmaking there from Paolo Banchero. The stars are going to have to step up. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, where you at? That's a horrible shot from Cade. A horrible shot from Cade there. It was a floater. It was makeable, but he missed the entire rim with that floater. And the Pistons catch a break. Jalen Suggs. Oh, no. Jalen Duren with an idiotic foul to send Kane to the line. Kane has a chance to push this lead back to 10. The crowd's getting restless. Why did Jalen Duren just push him like that? That was so fishy. Did you guys see this? Jalen Suggs missed a 3, and off the rebound, Jalen Duren pushed this guy for no reason. That was crazy. And no free throws, so I was wrong about them being in the bonus. That was a glitch on the screen. But either way, it doesn't matter. Off the inbound pass, Paolo Banchero drives to the rim. And now there's free throws for the Magic, and the crowd is starting to get restless. The foul is on Javonte Green. And Banchero misses the free throw. So the last couple of minutes have been ugly. The last couple of minutes have been ugly. The crowd thinks everything is a bad call. Some of the calls are the correct call. That was a foul. Although I don't think the other foul on Duncan Robinson was a foul. But this one here on Javonte Green, Paolo Banchero, that was a foul. They blocked his path, So even though I bet the Pistons, I'm going to call it like I see it, guys. The crowd is just, they're rolling with the home team. Evo Andrich said the crowd needs to slow down. Alex King said Duren needs to stop playing with our money and start attacking the paint. Yeah, it's almost like he's not out there. Whoa. Dennis Jenkins with the offensive rebound off the missed Cade jump shot. He gets the ball and he baits Paolo Banchero into a foul. Dennis Jenkins going back to the free throw line. He missed the free throws, both free throws on his first trip. Let's see what happens now. Let's hold our breath, guys. Let's hold our breath. He made the free throw. Wow. He made the free throw. Interesting game. We have another interesting game later between the Spurs and the Blazers. Vote on the poll in the chat as well. He made both free throws. Standing ovation for Dennis Jenkins. Standing ovation. Vote on the poll that's pinned in the chat and follow me on Instagram. My guy knows a guy. The poll is who's going to win the series between the LA Lakers and the Houston Rockets with all of the injury information that we now have available. Who's going to win that series? Vote on the poll, guys. Would love to hear your opinion. We have 113 votes already there, so take a second to vote and hit the like button for me. Let's go. Jalen Duren with an offensive rebound and 4 points, guys. And most of his production has come in this half, in the last 5 minutes, in fact. And he just cut the lead to 5. But Paolo Banchero rolls to the rim and scores on the other end. Paolo Banchero with 12 first half points and counting. An impressive start to the game for Banchero in the post there. That was a nice shot from Banchero. Got to keep it real. And timeout Pistons. Another chance to catch our breath. How do you guys feel about the game, chat? Talk to me. We've been watching this game for a quarter and a half. How do you feel about the Magic? Some of you bet the Magic. Some of you bet the Pistons. How do you feel about this game and the way it's unfolding? Do you think this Magic momentum is sustainable? One really good thing about the Magic right now is the fact that they're up by 7 points, even though they missed a ton of threes in this game. So, if their three ball does start to fall, that could really spell doom for the Pistons in this game. But on the flip side, now we're starting to see more physicality from the Pistons in the second quarter. How do you guys feel about the game? So, K-Dot said they let the Pistons hang in there. He said the refs are keeping it close. EWM community said the Pistons are rusty. They'll play better in the second half. BJ Anderson said, I just need the Magic to cover plus 8.5. It sounds like you bet that pregame. Enjoy the game, BJ. And K-Dot said they're going to have to play well. Duren woke up and the defense is starting to play. Yep, they are. They just need to be disciplined. It'll be very telling here down the stretch. Let's see how this unfolds here. Just while we have this timeout, I want to ask you guys once again to join my free Discord server. I have a free Discord group chat. It's open to everyone that is able to verify themselves in the Discord. Click verify when you join. The link to join, I had to update the link because it expired. It's in the video description below. Click that link and join my free Discord. And if there's anyone out there that can boost the Discord as well, if you know about Discord, you guys know what that means. Give me a boost or two if you have any unused boosts on Discord. Boost my server so I can generate a custom invite link. If I get 5 more boosts in my server, then Discord will give me a custom invite link where it'll say discord.com/myguyknowsaguy. So I'll have the same link forever for my Discord. So if anyone out there is kind enough to do that, or is able to do that, and I would appreciate that. But hey, either way, and no stress though, guys, we're gonna get there. I used my 2 boosts, to do 2 out of 7. Need 5 more, and Tasha also needs the Magic to cover. Welcome back, Tasha. I know you're enjoying the hoops this weekend, even though we've had some pretty big margins of victory this weekend. I know you're enjoying the basketball action. Thanks for sending those baseball picks in the Discord as well. EWM Community said if Durant plays, the Rockets will win the series. What else here? DH said, I need first half Magic and full game Pistons. Okay. Best of luck. Yeah, let's roll, guys. Let's roll. We're back from the timeout. Who's subbing in right now? Goga Batadze is subbing in for Wendell Carter Jr. Goga Batadze played excellent, spectacular defense in both of the play-in tournament games. Even in the game where they lost against the Sixers in the play-in tournament, he played pretty well defensively off the bench. Remember, he doesn't really provide much offensively. He's strictly, pretty much in the league for defense. But Goga Batadze is a really good. I have the hiccups since I drank this Coke Zero. Goga Batadze is a good defender, but either way, guys, it's back to a 5-point lead because Cade Cunningham scores out of the timeout, and that's what the Pistons need there from their franchise player. He willed his way to the rim. K-Dot said, are Luka and Austin Reeves out for the entire playoffs? No. They just said that there's no timeline for their return, but they haven't ruled them out for the postseason. They have not ruled them out for the postseason. I think it's more likely that Luka is going to return than Austin Reeves, though. Unfortunately, this season has been destroyed by injuries for Austin Reeves more so than Luka. And I do think that Luka is going to return at some point in this series. Paolo Banchero misses a difficult but makeable shot for him at the rim. And we have a foul on the other end. I thought it was a blocked shot, but it's a foul. Who's the foul on? Suggs or Banchero? Either way, Javonte Green is going to the free throw line. What a pass from Cade Cunningham. He missed the shot. It was Jalen Suggs tried to get the block. The foul's on him. But they're going to show you that if you're behind, they're going to show you the 2K camera, the NBA 2K26 camera. What a pass from Cade there. Threaded a needle there. Flack said, check your, welcome back, Flack. All right, bro, said, check your Discord DMs. I will. I'll check it at halftime, brother. I'll check it at halftime. And thank you so much and welcome back. And also, Tashambi Mitchell said, anyone fading Suggs after that crazy first quarter, his total live was 20 and a half. You said Suggs went ice cold. Yeah, well, he also hasn't attempted any shots. Right now, Banchero's attempting all of the shots, even though Kane just missed a 3-point attempt. And Javonte Green went 1 of 2 at the free throw line there. And it's back to a 4-point lead. So, every time the Magic go up by 8 to 10 points, the Pistons chip their way back in just a bit here. And essentially, these two teams have been trading baskets in the second quarter. And let's see what happens here because the Pistons have a pretty solid defensive unit on the court right now with Isaiah Stewart and Javonte Green and Asar Thompson. When I look at this lineup here that the Pistons have on the court, this is the defensive lineup. Asar Thompson, Isaiah Stewart, Javonte Green. This is it here to try to, and they force a turnover. Great defense from Asar Thompson, right on cue. Desmond Bane turns the ball over, his second turnover of the game. And now we have more free throws for the Pistons. They're increasing their defensive intensity. They're increasing their physicality in front of the rim. And Javonte Green is going back to the free throw line. The foul will be on Goga Batadze. Welcome back, Flag. I'll check that Discord in just one second, bro. a couple of minutes, and I'll message you back. Now, obviously, this lineup, besides Cade Cunningham, obviously you're not going to get much offense here. Cade's going to have to do a lot with this particular lineup. But either way, guys, Kevin Huerter just subbed into the game. So, we have another player that can knock down an outside shot on the court with Cade, because Cade Cunningham was just got double teamed on back-to-back possessions. So and now we have another shooter on the court. Let's see if they can get the ball rolling with that 3-ball. Maybe a Kevin Huerter 3, maybe a Cade 3. And we have another turnover, back-to-back turnovers from the Magic, and they've gone cold over the last couple of possessions. But then Cade Cunningham gives it right back with his own turnover. Jalen Suggs with an excellent defensive play there to recover possession for the Magic. But the Magic do not score. Desmond Bane missed a transition 3. He's able to hit that shot. It was a difficult shot, but Desmond Bane, it wasn't a difficult shot, actually. It was a wide open 3. And he bricked it completely. But the Magic get the offensive rebound. Jalen Duren drives to the rim, and he draws the foul. Banchero, rolling downhill, is going back to the free throw line. Isaiah Stewart with the foul. I thought the foul was on Cade at first. The foul is on Isaiah Stewart, his second foul of the game. And the beginning of this second quarter was pretty entertaining. It's been pretty ugly for both teams over the last, how long, chat? 3-4 minutes maybe? Just in terms of, all of the whistles. Welcome back, Jay Darby. How's it going, fam? Yep. We're back. Back on stream. After just a bit of a day off yesterday. Spent some time with my girlfriend. Also was helping my family with some stuff early in the day, and was enjoying some hoops as well. So, and then it was researching for today. Banchero made both free throws. It's a 4-point lead, 14 points for Banchero in the first half. Another turnover from the Magic. That's 4 turnovers in the last 3.5 minutes from the Orlando Magic. But the Pistons do not capitalize once again. EWM Community said he bet on Duren over 14.5 points live. And Kevin Huerter just missed his shot, but the Pistons get the offensive rebound. It's Asar Thompson with the putback layup, and it's back to a 2-point lead. The Pistons are back within striking distance after trailing by as many as 12 points. A defense-first approach, and they did it the hard way. It was ugly to watch, but they just chipped their way back into the lead. Not the lead, but into the game. Tashambi Mitchell said, I'm fading Suggs under points live, under 20.5 live. Best of luck, Tashambi. And thanks for sharing. You still playing MLB The Show or what? Rabbit said, who is Green? Javonte Green's actually a bit of a vet now. He's a 3-and-D guy. Javonte Green, he's a rotation guy. As Kyle Schwarber just hit a home run for the Philadelphia Phillies to the side here in the first quarter to destroy the Nerfy against the Braves. Against the left-handed pitcher, lefty on lefty, home run there against the odds. I did see the odds. Kyle Schwarber's home run line was plus 380 before the game, and it was because of the matchup. And he told the odds makers, hold my beer, I'm hitting a home run today. 2-0 Phillies. No more baseball talk, guys. I do like baseball too, but this is an NBA stream. I got ahead of myself there. Some of you were here during the World Baseball Classic. I did a live stream during the World Baseball Classic out of nowhere, and we cashed a few bets in the World Baseball Classic, and for that game when USA beat Dominican Republic, I bet on USA and a few players to go over their total bases. It was pretty fun. I had a chance to show you guys that I can analyze and commentate or commentate 4 or 5 different sports, guys. No joke. I could sit on here and commentate an entire NHL game if I wanted to. No joke. Soccer, NFL. Oh, you guys already know that about NFL, but from the Super Bowl stream. But we do it all. We do it all. Welcome back, Michael, in the chat. He said, do you guys think betting 4.5 for the Pistons is worth it? Personally, I think it's worth it if you did not bet the pregame spread with the Pistons. You never know here. I'm going to look at the possible live betting opportunities at halftime. Michael, under pressure, welcome back. He said we need baseball streams. Okay. It's just really tough with the NBA playoffs on because there are only 24 hours and I have to get at least a few hours of sleep, but I will at least get some video uploads with picks for you. I mean, it's been a profitable start to the season for me, but I've literally only placed MLB bets on 2 different days this season. 2 videos for you guys so far, and we won both times. And, and those are the only baseball bets that I placed. But I need to get back to it. But maybe when the NBA playoffs are done, I can do some live streams for MLB baseball and some WNBA basketball betting streams for you guys. And we'll keep it rolling in the summertime. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I will be betting WNBA basketball all summer long. I'm going to be going to watch my Toronto Tempo now. We finally have a team here in Toronto, the Toronto Tempo. Marina Mabry, Money Mabry in the city right now. Brittany Sykes, Kiki Rice in the draft from that UCLA team. I mean, I'm going to be there to watch a few Tempo games. I have to support women's sports, guys. It doesn't always have to be about betting, but I will be placing some bets. I'll be placing some bets. Tons of unders. Tons of player prop unders in the WNBA. Cashing left and right. And in-game totals as well. Alex King said, my guy commentating on a random Toronto street fight. I'm a positive projection for 1 knockout. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. Hey, if there's something on the line, the game's back though. If there's something on the line, if I have skin in the game, if I have money on the line, I mean, I'll commentate anything, guys. Anything. If I have skin in the game. Welcome back, DH. Okay, I see you're a WNBA fan. Jay Wall said, I think Duncan Robinson takes the second half off. He's in foul trouble. Top football highlights, Champions League stream. Maybe on my other channel. I have a soccer channel, but I just haven't been posting there. Like Paolo Banchero just hit a big 3, though, guys. A momentum shifting 3. Let me get back to the game. My bro, Ivo Andrić. Yeah, for sure, Ivo. I've got you. Yep. And that's the first 3 for the Magic in 6.5 minutes of regulation. It's back to a 5-point lead here. The Pistons still have Isaiah Stewart on the floor, so he did pretty well defensively despite the couple of fouls. Kevin Huerter still on the court as well. So remember, Duncan Robinson and Tobias Harris picked up a couple of fouls. 3 fouls on Duncan, 2 fouls on Harris, and Cade Cunningham is going to the free throw line. He missed the first one. The foul was on Franz Wagner. Franz Wagner did not agree with that call. But we have 4 missed free throws from the Pistons in this quarter alone. You have to hit your free throws. You have to hit your free throws. He does make the second free throw, though. Bank of Dennis says, my guy knows a guy has scratch in every game. Yeah, gotta have skin in the game. Gotta have skin in the game, guys. I'm not saying that they have to bet. I don't push betting on people that don't bet. You guys know me. But a lot of the reporters and journalists in the sports world that we see on television, they play it too safe with their predictions. They try to play both sides, pick both teams somehow, or be very shifty, or be very unclear with their predictions. They lack conviction. They lack confidence. And I bet you if they had money on the line, that wouldn't be the case. I bet you they would try a bit harder to be a bit more accurate if they had something on the line. They're just there for hot takes. They're not there to be accountable for the accuracy of their predictions. So, I mean, but that's the world we live in. So, that's the world we live in. And we're going back to the free throw line. Another missed free throw from the Pistons. That's 5 or 6 missed free throws in this quarter. Isaiah Stewart makes the second one, though. 3 fouls on Jalen Suggs to Shambi Mitchell. I know you bet that under line, and maybe they locked the line up now. Maybe they locked up the line. Welcome back, Josh. BJ said Paolo is better than Cade, just my opinion. Evo said L. Hey, we all have our opinion. Carl Winslow, welcome back. He said, I haven't been locked in. Has Duncan Robinson played since the first quarter? He did, but then he picked up 2 quick fouls. Duncan Robinson has 3 fouls. He did come into the second quarter, but then he has 3 fouls. So, okay, no more Coke Zero beverage for the rest of the stream. It is a 3-point lead for the Orlando Magic. And the scoreboard froze, guys. This happens from time to time. There's actually a minute and a half left, but it's still 52-49. I'm watching it live. A minute and 25 left. Cade Cunningham with the Euro step. Pistons down by 1. Cade with the Euro step in transition. And I'm not sure why it froze. It happens from time to time, but the Magic are only up by 1 after leading by as many as 12 points in this half. Desmond Bane with a difficult jump shot attempt in the corner. He misses pretty badly. Good defense there, though, from Kevin Huerter, and the Pistons go the other way. Cade Cunningham with a 3 in transition. He missed the shot. The Magic go the other way. Desmond Bane pushes the ball the other way. Nice pass to Franz Wagner for the transition 3. Good court vision there from Desmond Bane with the assist, his third of the half, to a wide open Franz Wagner, who hit the 3 to push the Magic back up by 4. And now, Kevin Huerter missed a 3. He bricked that badly. Paolo Banchero gobbles up his 6th rebound of the half. Magic go the other way. The Pistons are going to get the ball back here. They don't have the luxury to milk the entire clock. But either way, Wendell Carter Jr. misses a corner 3 at the end of the shot clock. It was an open 3 as well. Pistons ball going the other way. 10 seconds left. Ausar Thompson pushing the pace. Franz Wagner defending him on the perimeter. He slows down. He dumps the ball off to Tobias Harris, who's in the post. And he turns around and he misses the jumper on Jalen Suggs. Good defense there from Jalen Suggs, who is in foul trouble. He does not commit the foul, and Tobias Harris misses the potential buzzer beater. And that was an interesting half, I would say. The Magic win the first half. They're up by 4 points. And let's see what happens in the second half. That was a pretty fast pace there to end the quarter. And hey, even though I bet the Pistons, I've enjoyed watching that with you guys. Let's see if we can bet something live maybe here in this third quarter. Let me just refresh some of the lines and get some of my notes open from pregame and see what's available, guys. Hit the like button for me as well. Hit the like button for me. Cade Cunningham has 14 points in the first half. Only 1 assist. He's 1 for 4 from 3 as well. Yeah, he does have 3 turnovers. So, a pretty bad assist to turnover ratio for Cade Cunningham in the first half of this basketball game. Jalen Suggs had 11 first quarter points. He did not score in the second quarter, but he played pretty well defensively. He does have 3 fouls, 17 points for Paolo Banchero, though. He's been the best player in this game. Paolo Banchero, 17 points for him. Desmond Bane only has 4 points. He does have 3 assists, though, made a couple of decent passes. 8 points for Franz Wagner. And let's see what happens in this second half. Let me look at the lines. Chat, how do you feel? Talk to me. Talk to me, guys. And congrats to DH75 in the chat. He cashed with the Magic first half spread. He said that before this at the beginning of the stream. Big congrats to you, sharpest chat on earth. Drippa said Cade unders all day. Bro had a collapsed lung. He said that's so serious. Definitely. Tyrese in the chat said he thinks Paolo Banchero is dropping 30 today. Jay Darby said he's doing Cade things, which is so frustrating. He's young and showing it. Josh Gilliam said 1 dime for Cade at halftime is crazy. The professional said they're not scoring enough points. I have over 219 and a half. Yeah, it was a hot start offensively. They slowed down. But let me look at the live lines, guys. Subscribe to the channel. It's been a great weekend. Let's see if the Pistons can take flight in the second half of this game. I still have a bet on the Spurs later, but I do need to win one of those 2 bets to secure a profitable day. you guys are enjoying the game, enjoying the stream as well. Let me look for some live bets, chat. Also, we have 151 people watching. Let's get to 150 likes, guys. Smash the like button. Welcome back, Digital Print House. He said, I've wanted to comment, but Cade's making you angry. That stuff there. I hope he cashes for you, whichever bet it was. Actually, I think was it assists? M Stone said Franz Wagner's points line is to score 20 plus is plus 270 at the moment on FanDuel. The professional said he has the magic to cover his plus 9.5 underdogs. Elin, welcome back. He said, should I go for Pistons minus 2.5? I think that's a decent line. A couple key role players are in foul trouble here, but I mean, the healthy Magic team were off to a strong start, but since then, the Pistons were starting to look like themselves, but that three ball is still not falling consistently for either team, really. So who's going to impose their will? The Magic, man, their offense cratered a bit in that second quarter. They did get outscored by the Pistons in that second quarter. Can the Pistons, sort of sustain that in the third? I'm looking at the third quarter total as well. Let me look at possible live bets for you guys. I'm still looking now. Hold on. So the biggest runs in that first half, the Magic were on an 18-5 run to start the game. Then the Pistons had a 12-2 run in the first quarter as well. Drop your bets in the chat, everyone. No. I don't think fatigue is going to be a factor for the Magic. I do have concerns about their inability to hit threes consistently, but I don't think that the Magic playing last week twice is going to affect them that much. If they lose, it's going to be because of their offensive efficiency. I think the Pistons will at least win this game, but I mean, I could be wrong. The Magic, they've been impressive for the first half, but hoping that things go our way here in the second half. A few key guys got into foul trouble. I like Jalen Duren to go over his points line, though. These guys need to get Jalen. How many fouls? Jalen Duren does have 2 fouls, though. Jalen Duren has the worst plus minus of any Pistons player that's played today so far. I might take Jalen Duren to go over his points line here. Or should I go for over points and rebounds? Yeah, 14 plus points for Jalen Duren. I think I'm going to place that live bet, chat. Hold on, let me just look at something else one more time. Or maybe the rebounds as well. Hold on. And Duren only played 14 minutes in that first half. I mean, he needs to be on the court. He needs to be on the court. Or what are the odds for a double double? It's plus 100. Guys, I'm placing a live bet on Jalen Duren double-double. Jalen Duren to record a double-double. I'm placing the live bet on FanDuel. I'm risking a half unit. Jalen Duren to record a double-double. He has 4 points, 4 rebounds right now. And he played 14 minutes because of those 2 fouls, but if he stays out of foul trouble, I can see him, even if they're chasing the game, I can see him, whoa, sorry. Apologies, chat, if that was really loud. But yeah, live bet, Jalen Duren double-double for me, plus 100. I'm risking a half unit on FanDuel. And I'm looking for more here. If your book offers live double-double lines, I do like it. I did consider betting his rebounds line by itself, though. By itself. This Pistons team might start to dig in defensively. We saw that in the second quarter. The first quarter, the Pistons looked really, really rusty. They still looked rusty offensively in the second quarter, but their defense came alive. If their defense does, the quality of that defensive intensity that we saw in the second quarter from the Pistons, if that carries over into the second half, then we're going to see missed shots from the Magic, more potential rebounds. And let me get into the chat as well. I just placed a live bet on Jalen Duren to record a double-double. Let me know if you guys are tailing. I'm looking for more now, but just give me 1 second so I can just refill my water things first. So when the game starts, I don't run or anything. Give me a moment. And I will give me like 30 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. Jalen Duren live bet double-double. Drop your bets in the chat. When I get back, this might not happen, but I would like to see 150 or more likes on the stream. Smash the like button. I'll be right back. You see, chat, this time I unmuted. I took the mute button off. Problematic Gaming, welcome back. He likes Desmond Bane over 21.5 PRA. Top Secrets said, I was on the Magic the other day. I didn't expect him to play well this game. Tyrese said, Paolo Banchero, 28.5 points, plus 115. Josh said, I think they start doubling Banchero. Well, let's see what happens. Let me see if there's anything else I can add here. Last minute. Javi Ramirez, welcome back, fam. BRP as well in the chat said, Desmond Bane over for his points line. I mean, how low is his points line right now? The second half is starting, chat. The second half is starting. The second half is starting, so I'll try to roll some in play here, or maybe I'll even add some stuff for the Spurs game before the Spurs game comes on against the Blazers. Victor Wembanyama and his debut starting soon, guys, in about an hour. I hope you guys get ready for that one. Most of you that watched my video last night already know that I am on the Spurs tonight. So best of luck to us. And Wendell Carter Jr. starts the third quarter with a basket, easy floater for him, 4 assists for Desmond Bane. And on the other end, Jalen Duren gives them the ball right back with a turnover. So that's not what we want to see. We don't need to see Jalen Duren attempting crossovers. We don't need to see him. I know that we've seen a bit more of that, him putting the ball on the ground further away from the rim this season, but we don't need to see that in this moment. But the Pistons catch a break. After that Duren turnover, Desmond Bane misses a 3 on the other end. And now we have free throws on the way for Jalen Duren. Can he knock them down? Good defense from Duren on the other end as well on that Desmond Bane 3. He was caught out on the perimeter, and Desmond Bane picked up the foul. So, that was probably a good foul, actually, to make him earn it at the free throw line, because it was an easy dunk for Duren on the way. And let's see, Jalen Duren does make the first free throw. That gives him 5 points. Michael, yeah, I bet the Spurs spread last night when it was 10.5. It did jump to 11.5 a couple of hours ago. I have to check what it is now, but it was 11.5 a couple of hours ago. I still think they can cover that one, though, but obviously I liked it at 10.5 last night when I put out that YouTube video. Let's see what happens here. He missed the second free throw. Magic up by 5. Third quarter's on. Game 1 of the NBA playoffs. Eastern Conference, first seed. Detroit Pistons at home, opening up the series against the Orlando Magic, the 8th seed, they scratched and clawed their way out of the play-in tournament last week. And we have another basket for the Magic. This time it's Desmond Bane. Some people in the chat probably want to see that. Desmond Bane with the little pull-up jumper there. Off the dribble, the assist goes to Banchero. And now we have another missed shot. The Pistons are ice cold from 3 in this game. Tobias Harris missed a corner 3. And they can't buy a bucket. He was wide open. And the Magic make them pay. Paolo Banchero has 19 points now. They go the other way. And Banchero scores with a little shot in front of the rim. Nice move there. Nice post move from Banchero on Tobias Harris. And Tobias Harris just missed another makeable corner 3. And the Pistons cannot buy a bucket from 3 in this game, chat. And that's just how it goes sometimes. That's just how it goes. It's very unfortunate. He literally just missed the same shot from the same location on back-to-back possessions. 9-point lead for the Magic, and it's all Magic. It's all Magic now. Wendell Carter Jr. dunks an alley-oop dunk on the other end. Highlight. Whoa, that's a big highlight. That might be the highlight of the game. That might be the highlight of the game from Banchero. That pass was nasty. That was nasty. Backdoor cut on the other end of the court. And point forward, Paolo Banchero came to play. He's in similar form, the form that we saw against the Hornets, similar form here. And the Magic bettors in the chat are definitely happy to see this. The Pistons did not come to play. And honestly, you lose game 1 against a team that recently got healthy. I mean, this is a Pistons team that they don't look good today. I'll just say that. You guys see exactly what I'm seeing. And I mean, we're all watching the same game here. If I lose my Pistons bet, you guys know me all year. I don't make excuses. You know, I just tell you exactly what's happening. I own it. I made a bad decision. Right now, it's looking like a bad decision. But in all honesty, they're missing open shots. It's not just those two Tobias Harris shots. This Pistons team is missing wide open shots. The only time where we saw them really knock down tons of makeable shots was in the first quarter when they went on that run after the Magic went up big to make it a game again. You know, in the second quarter, you know, it was really a ton of free throws. It was really a ton of free throws that sort of kept them neck and neck with the Magic here. And the quality of shot making isn't there. And that has been my concern for this Pistons team in the regular season, was where is the quality of shot making going to come from beyond Cade Cunningham in the playoffs? I was a bit optimistic because of what I saw the role players do when Cade Cunningham was out of the lineup. But Cade himself needs to step it up. He has 14 points, but if these guys are going to miss wide open shots, maybe he needs to be a bit more selfish here. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Maybe Cade, do you guys think Cade needs to be a bit more selfish? Josh said the Pistons don't have enough shooting. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. M. Stone said the Magic are now favored for the first time all game in game. Still timeout Magic here. And Top Secret said, yeah, I believe I underestimated a healthy Magic team. They are truly not a number 8. And well, I did say that though, even though I bet the Pistons here for a couple of other reasons that I do think were, you know, justified on paper at least. If they don't do their job, it doesn't matter what I say, right? But one thing I did say in the Magic's for the Magic is that, you know, realistically, if they were this healthy all season, they wouldn't have been an 8th seed. I mean, I think most people in the basketball community would agree to that, you know? Yeah, I mean, you could be right, Jay Darby. Yeah, I get your point there. And there might be a ton of people out there with Pistons money line as well. So there might be some money line parlay liability here. Other sports, there's a lot of stuff going on in the sports world. I mean, maybe the Pistons money line is also a trendy bet. I mean, the way they look right now with them missing their threes, I'm not going to touch the Pistons live. I might roll with a live total, or maybe a live player prop again. But let's see if Jalen Duren can chip some back for us here. And the Pistons, technically, with as much time as there is on the clock, they're not out of it. But this Magic team is on an 11-1 run, and it's not looking good. It's a hot start to the second half for the Orlando Magic. They're here to take everyone's money. And I don't know if you guys saw that play that I was talking about, that highlight dunk from Wendell Carter, that pass from Banchero. I mean, that was a dime right there, over the defense and over the head of Jalen Duren. Okay, we get something. We got the lucky bounce there, but Asar Thompson with the jump shot, and the Pistons cut the lead back to single digits. Magic by 9. The Magic have the ball. Jalen Suggs at the top of the key. He gives it to Banchero. Banchero rolls to the basket. And Desmond Bane misses a 3 in the corner. He was wide open. Desmond Bane missed a wide open 3. Pistons pushed the ball the other way. Cade in transition. The Magic did a good job to get back on defense there to slow them down. Pick and roll action with Cade and Duren. Tobias Harris drives to the basket. He gives it to Duncan Robinson in the corner for a nice 3. Duncan Robinson hit a 3. His second 3 of the game to give him 6 points, and they just cut that 11-point lead back to 6. And let's see what happens here. Magic ball. Paolo Banchero once again slowing things down. He gives it to Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs missed a wide open floater. Pistons go the other way. Cade bringing the ball up court. Franz Wagner did a good job to stop Cade in his movement. He gives it to Tobias Harris in the corner. Tobias Harris makes the 3 this time. Maybe it was the other corner that was cursed, because Tobias Harris finally knocks down a wide open corner 3, but it's in the other corner, guys. And the Pistons just went on an 8-0 run in the blink of an eye to cut that lead to 3. They got some stops. Jalen Duren has 6 rebounds now. We have a chance with that double-double. He hasn't picked up a foul yet in this quarter. And Cade Cunningham scores off the missed shot from the Magic. It's a layup. The franchise, Cade, has 16 points. It's a 10-0 run from the Detroit Pistons in the blink of an eye. They punch back. The first seed in the East it's possible they've arrived because that was the first time all game where the starting 5 of the Pistons looked like the Pistons. It's a small sample size. It's only 2.5 minutes, but they looked like the Pistons, and the fans are letting them know they appreciate the effort. The Pistons just went on a quick 10-0 run, and their starters looked like the Pistons for the first time all game. It's a game of runs, as we all say, and in my opinion, the Magic, they rushed a few of those possessions there. They rushed a few of those possessions. They need to get more action off of the pick and roll game with Banchero as a sort of decoy driving to the basket. They sort of went away from that, and the first pass off of Banchero led to a shot attempt. And the Pistons, they are a disciplined team defensively. You have to make the extra pass. You have to rotate that ball against them. That's what was working for the Magic at the beginning of the quarter. Let's see if they get back to that after the timeout. This Magic team needs to get back to ball movement, better ball movement. But I don't want to see that. I bet the Pistons. I'm just making a case for both sides. I don't want to see that. I want to see them rush it just like they did just now. My bro Cleveland in the chat, one of the absolute realists, he just cashed his bet that he shared in the Discord earlier, guys. Free Discord server. Thank you so much for sharing that, Cleveland, and helping the community. He cashed with Asar Thompson, 6+ rebounds. Let's go, Cleveland. Let's keep it rolling, bro. Let's keep it rolling. He also cashed a big first basket bet. I think it was plus 750 with Neemias Queta earlier. But either way, let's keep it rolling. EWM community, Jay Krogs, Ivo Andrich, Gold. Let's see what happens here. Can the Pistons, they sped things up just a bit there, guys. They sped things up just a bit. Can we get that double-double with Duren? It's a game of runs. Can we get the double-double with Duren? Because they gave their fans something to cheer about. Welcome back, Mama G Wins. Long time no see. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're having a great weekend. Ivo Andrich has Dennis Jenkins 8+ points. You need 3 more. I think you're going to get that. Even though I do think the Pistons might tighten their rotation just a bit here. We might see extended minutes from some of their starters, because they're chasing the game. Even though some of them are in foul trouble. Remember, Tobias Harris and Duncan Robinson are in foul trouble, but that was a good stretch from both of those players. As the camera during the commercial break cuts to Big Sean. Detroit's own Big Sean in the audience. I haven't heard a Big Sean song for like 10 years, maybe more. It's funny. I met Big Sean and a pop singer named Mike Posner. I met them way back in 2009 at an event when they were literally trying to get signed as artists. It was an event sponsored by a Toyota car company, and it was like back then I was really into these weird like independent music events, and it was just kind of crazy how he blew up after that. I got to meet him in a room with probably like 10 people. No one knew who he was. Desmond Bane just scored out of the timeout off the offensive rebound. It's a floater for Desmond Bane, and the Magic claw some back there. They go back up by 3. So let's see what happens. It's a game of runs. It's a game of runs, chat. Asar Thompson brings the ball up the court. And And Cade Cunningham hits his second three of the game. He has 19 points off the pick and roll action there with Ausar Thompson. It's a tie game in Detroit. 13-2 run for Detroit. 65-65. Paolo Banchero, point guard today, bringing the ball up the court. He gives it to Desmond Bane off the curl. Good defense from Tobias Harris in the corner to stop the open three attempt. Tobias Harris has a bad switch on Jalen Duren, and he makes Jalen Duren and the Pistons pay. That's not who you want to see guarding Paolo Banchero on the perimeter, and Banchero hits a nice mid-range jump shot. Cade Cunningham misses a shot attempt in the paint right near the basket, but also that was good defense from Jalen Suggs. The Magic push the ball the other way, and Desmond Bane hits a step back three in transition in Cade Cunningham's face to push that Magic lead back to 5. Pistons ball here. Anthony Black on the court, trailing Cade Cunningham up the court. He flips it to Jalen Duren, and Jalen Duren gets the lucky bounce. Jalen Duren with the hook shot near the rim. 7 points for Duren, 3 assists for Cade Cunningham, 2 assists for Cade in this quarter. And this game has some juice to it now. This game has some juice to it now. Chat. Alex King said, I saw Big Sean on the rolling paper store with Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller. R.I.P. Mac Miller, man. Yeah, Wiz Khalifa, that was really big there. He's still big, but back then, you know, Wiz Khalifa. I was a fan of one of his early mixtapes, Burn After Rolling, back then, but that was a different era, a different time before things changed, you know. And Tobias Harris goes to the free throw line, guys. He missed the free throw. Larry Mavid said, yeah, it's been a minute since Big Sean was big. You guys are laughing about what I said. I Am Goated said Tobias Harris is trash. He missed the free throw. Dennis Jenkins and Ron Holland check into the game for Cade Cunningham and Ausar Thompson. And Tristan Da Silva subs into the game for Desmond Bane. Cleveland said every time the Pistons get close, they give it back. Larry Mavid, yeah, for sure. For sure, Larry. Welcome back, Larry Mavid. Ivo Andrich, yep, Dennis Jenkins is in for you. I hope he gets those points for you. Ivo Andrich. Tobias Harris made the second free throw, so it's a 2-point lead for the Magic here. 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, chat. And Paolo Banchero is a tank. A tank today. He is rolling downhill. 23 points for Banchero. No, Jalen Duren just picked up his third foul. It's an offensive foul from Jalen Duren. And he pushed off Wendell Carter. I think Wendell Carter sold there, man. Wendell Carter went Hollywood, but he knew Jalen Duren had those 2 fouls. That was good. Good way to sell it there. And Wendell Carter scores on the other end. The Magic go back up by 6. We needed Jalen Duren to stay on the floor, and I won't bet on this guy for the rest of the series if he even gets close to fouling out in this game. I'll be honest, guys. That was a problem for him at times in the regular season, even though he is a force. Remember, he is still a very young player, and that was a good highlight dunk from Wendell Carter on the other end. 6-point lead, as I said. Pistons ball. Why is Cade not in the game? I don't care, man. I don't care. Cade's not in foul trouble. He shouldn't have left the game. These other guys can't generate offense reliably. Cade should not have left the game at that moment. Yeah, but either way, Tobias Harris missed another shot. He's 3 for 11 from the field today, and it's Magic ball. And the game is trending in the wrong direction now after the Pistons did so well to tie the game. They're back down by 9 again. It's an Anthony Black 3. And honestly, guys, what are they going to say about Jamal Mosley right now? Head coach of the Magic. He is out coaching JB Bickerstaff. Very strange rotations. Cade should not be leaving the game at that moment. They told everyone he's healthy. He's not in foul trouble. Cade Cunningham should be on the court. It's unacceptable. Pistons ball here, and they did not call a timeout. It's still Pistons ball, though, after a great defense from Anthony Black, but it's still Pistons ball. He knocked the ball out of bounds. And now Jalen Duren goes to the bench. Duncan Robinson go to the bench. And Tobias Harris just missed another 3. No. No. The Magic have a chance too, and they do. The Magic go back up by 11 points. It's a game of runs. The Magic were up by 11. The Pistons went on a 13-2 run to tie the game, and now the Magic go back up by 11. In the blink of an eye, literally the moment they took Cade Cunningham and Asar Thompson out of the game, chat. And if you've been watching this game, or this quarter at least, both teams have gone on big runs multiple times in this quarter. I might have to reevaluate my stance on the Pistons because I changed my mind about them when I saw how well their bench played without Cade Cunningham. But way back in December, in January, I did say back then that when they're, I did say back then that I didn't think the Pistons were going to last long in the playoffs, even though everyone thought they were going to go really far. But I changed my stance based on how well some of the reserves played when Cade Cunningham went down. But right now, we're not saying that same juice. We're not seeing that same intensity. So to just be honest. K-Dot said the Pistons have no energy. Rabbit said Spurs spread. K-Dot said no paint presence. Yeah, I mean, I do agree. Benedict's, that was a bad sub there. Cade Cunningham ignited the comeback. And then you immediately take him out of the game. This is the NBA where suspicious lives. You take him out in that moment. You come back from 11 points, being down by 11 in 2 minutes, and you take him out at that exact moment when you don't even give yourself a chance to take the lead. And now, look, he's back in the game, Cade. An idiotic coaching sequence for JB Bickerstaff. He's no coach of the year to me. Sorry, guys. He's no coach of the year to me. J. Darby said, I always did say the Pistons first round out, but once I saw that they got the Magic, I figured that they would handle this. I am goated said, great point. K. Dot said, told you to bet first round exit for the series. Yeah, the game's back on, guys. And Ron Holland, who has literally done nothing today off the bench, turns the ball over. Paolo Banchero knocked it loose. And on the other end, we have a lazy defensive play from Isaiah Stewart. Defensive 3 seconds. We have a technical free throw on the way for the Magic after that. 3 seconds in the paint call for Isaiah Stewart. So the Pistons are falling apart here. But we did catch a break. Paolo Banchero just missed the free throw. I did win the first 2 bets earlier, but it looks like I might cool off just a bit here after a hot start to the playoffs. But this is just one game, but right now it's all Magic. So the Pistons had a chance. I just don't know why he took Cade out in that exact moment. I was shocked to see that, actually. I was shocked to see that. So we still have 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. They can still make this. The Magic just turned the ball over. Cade with his first steal of the game. Yeah, he's back in, Josh. Jay Krog said the Pistons are cooked. Can't believe didn't see this coming. Ron Holland going to the free throw line for the Detroit Pistons. He has a chance to cut that lead back to single digits if he makes the free throw. Good defense from Cade, by the way. Timeout Magic. And the Magic are challenging the foul call. The Magic are challenging the foul call. Jamal Mosley, head coach of the Magic, is electing to challenge here. So I didn't get a good look at that. I'm just being honest. Maybe I will here during the timeout. Best of luck, though. Best of luck, though, guys. I do appreciate you for being here. You guys see my Instagram page in the chat. Follow me on Instagram. Thanks to everyone that already did. Take 1 second to follow me on Instagram. My link is pinned in the chat. My guy knows a guy. Connect with me there. So now I can finally see the play that's being challenged here. It looked like a clean strip from Anthony Black from that angle. I think they might win the challenge, the Magic, just being honest. Unless they call an approximate foul on Banchero, maybe. Even Banchero looks like he went straight up and down. I think it could be overturned. They won the challenge, the Magic. No foul, no free throws for the Pistons. Anthony Black with a good defensive play, and it's going to be a jump ball here because no one had possession of the ball, according to the ref, at the moment of the foul, at the moment of the challenge. Let's see what happens, chat. Yeah, 4-6-2 for life. I mean, there are 15 minutes left. Still not going to throw in the towel here. The Pistons, they've shown, the ability to come back from deficits in the regular season, but this Magic team, I mean, they do look confident. I have to say, they do look ready. They do look organized as well defensively. And we get something from Cade Cunningham, who should have never come out of the game. It's a layup for Cade. And they cut the lead to single digits, assisted by Dennis Jenkins. 21 points for Cade Cunningham. And we have an out-of-bounds call here. A good deflection there from Kevin Huerter. He deflects the ball out of bounds, and it's still Magic ball. Hit the like button for me, guys. Subscribe. If there's anyone watching that's not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Paolo Banchero missed the three. It's Pistons ball, chat. Down by 9. Cade Cunningham misses a 3. And we have a foul on the rebound. Anthony Black pushed Ron Holland. It's Pistons ball. Pistons ball. A mistake by Anthony Black. Especially after they secured the rebound there. Whoa, is that going to be a flagrant? He just hit him in the face. That's a flagrant foul. The fans can see it now, but either way, let's go. Let's move on. I'm surprised they're not looking at this. And Dennis Jenkins misses the 3. They should have looked at that, but either way, Jenkins is only 1 of 5 from the field. 9-point lead for the Magic. It's Magic ball. And they are doing whatever they can to stop Cade from being able to get easy looks at the rim. That was a wide open 3-point attempt for Dennis Jenkins as well. And on the other end, we have a foul on Isaiah Stewart. It's actually on the rebound. This is a very strange basketball game. The Pistons lose this series. JB Bickerstaff has to go. Sorry, guys. He looks like pretty emotional right now. But we're still a long way from that. And now we have a foul on the Magic. The Pistons catch a break. And it's a foul on Tristan da Silva. Ugly quarter here. And the Pistons are in the bonus. We have a minute and a half to go. The Pistons are in the bonus, so Isaiah Stewart will shoot a pair of free throws here off the loose ball foul. And Isaiah Stewart makes the first free throw. Desmond Bane just subbed back into the game for Paolo Banchero. Isaiah Stewart knocks down both free throws. I can't believe Jalen Duren didn't play many minutes, and I can't believe he didn't have at least a decent performance by now. Jalen Duren is a no-show today. I was wrong about him. Maybe I'll be right in the fourth quarter, but Jalen Duren is doing cardio today. Cardio. 7-point lead for the Magic. And you don't need that. Desmond Bane is about to shoot a pair of free throws. Get Ron Holland out of this game. I don't care. Get Ron Holland out of this game. What has he done? Cardio. Whoa, it's actually not a foul. That's crazy. That wasn't a foul, but it's too late now. I don't know why this coach isn't using his challenge. That was another opportunity to use the challenge. And JB Bickerstaff is frozen at the moment. Did you guys see that? The other angle? 2 opportunities to challenge, and you can't take your challenge home with you. You're down by 9 at home in game 1 of a playoff series against a healthy team here. So, and I have to tip my hat to the Magic. I mean, they're capitalizing on these mistakes, but in my opinion, Pistons head coach JB Bickerstaff is getting outcoached by Jamal Mosley with his rotations, with his conviction as well. But the Pistons are still hanging around. Cade Cunningham with a mid-range jumper. Cade with a mid-range jump shot, chat. 23 points for the franchise player. That's a pretty nice shot, too. And it's back to a 7-point lead. Magic ball. Anthony Black brings it up the court. And the Magic catch a break. Desmond Bane just missed a mid-range jump shot. And Ron Holland turns it over again. Why is he playing? Ron Holland should be benched. Just being honest. And we reach the end of the third quarter. Whoa, a lot happened in that quarter. Jalen Duren stinking it up. Tobias Harris and Duncan Robinson hitting a couple of shots, and then they got benched right after they hit the shots. When the Pistons tied the game, when they were down by 11 guys, there's no way you take Duncan Robinson, Tobias Harris, and Cade out of the game. Why? They were in foul trouble, 2 of those players, but they didn't commit a foul at that moment. They just helped your team come back to tie the game after you look sluggish all game. And then they also didn't get back on the court at the end of that quarter. A very suspicious rotation from JB Bickerstaff. Ron Holland, with his play today, he does not deserve to be in the rotation in the next game. That might be an over-exaggeration. I know some people are a fan of Ron Holland because he likes to fight people in games, and those clips go viral on social media, but he is stinking it up, and he's not the only one either. Jalen Duren is. On the Magic side of things, an average performance from Franz Wagner and Jalen Suggs since the first quarter ended. But Paolo Banchero is still holding it down. Desmond Bane still holding it down. And honestly, the Magic are doing just enough to just maintain that lead, to keep that gap, to keep that cushion. I mean, I have to give them credit here. Both teams made mistakes in that quarter, but the Magic are making fewer mistakes. So, and that's the name of the game in the playoffs. I learned a lot today. And yeah, just like Josh said, why is he even in the game? Ron Holland, sounds like you're watching it live. I'm not trying to be hard on a young player. He did have flashes of, showing that, he's earned a right to be in the rotation, but Right now, guys, he is selling. And Isaiah Stewart made a few mistakes defensively as well after a solid first half defensively. What do you guys think? Should the Pistons go small in this quarter? Should they just go small and try to speed this game up, get some shot making on the court? Let's get Cade Cunningham, Tobias Harris, Duncan Robinson, Kevin Huerter, and maybe Isaiah Stewart. I don't know. Yeah, Larry Mavid, Cleveland. Josh cashed with the live bet he shared in the first half in the chat. Desmond Bane over 12.5 points. Great call. Great call, Desmond Bane, brother. Josh Gillum in the chat. Yeah, I have to give, it's a small sample size here, but the entire world turned their back, J. Darby. They turned their back against the head coach of the Magic. And Jamal Mosley is getting out-coached in this game just so far, Sorry, Jamal Mosley is out-coaching JB Bickerstaff. The tables have turned. Remember, Jamal Mosley won Coach of the Year just last year, guys. And his rotation was injured all season. So I think the media was just out to get him. It's crazy. Like, I didn't understand it. I'm not a Jamal Mosley fan. I'm not a Magic fan, so I'm just calling it like I see it. Tasha, you did say that there has to be at least one upset when you look at the board. When you look at the board, I'll be honest, it doesn't always pan out like that, but we definitely saw that with the Lakers last night, Tasha. I know me and you, we agreed that was really suspicious, but this one, it's all basketball. The Magic are muscling these guys, and right now they look like the better team. Right now they look like the better team. Cade Cunningham going to the free throw line after Desmond Bane scored the first basket of the third quarter to put the Magic up by 9. Cade's going to the free throw line at the other end. Let's see what happens here. Jalen Suggs back in the game. Cade Cunningham made both free throws, and we're back to square one. It's a 7-point lead for the Magic. Stop complaining to the refs and use your challenge, man. That's why it's there, JB Bickerstaff. Every time the camera shows him, the coach of the Pistons, he's crying. Rally the troops. What are you doing right now? You're about to get embarrassed. Franz Wagner, 10 points, guys, back to a 9-point lead. Big to big pass there. And BJ Anderson did say that too before the game. So it's only, the game's not over yet, but the Magic bettors, you guys do appear to be right now, but the game, especially on the spread, I think you guys have the spread sewed up. Although I'm hoping that the Pistons go on a monster run. Tobias Harris with a floater. And oh, wow, we have offense now. To Duncan Robinson with the pass to Tobias Harrison. Duncan Robinson, Tobias Harrison, Cade Cunningham, they should play the entire quarter. If either one of those players goes to the bench in this quarter, this coach isn't serious. Jay Kroc said, honestly, Orlando is just a better team if you go player by player. Whoa, what did I say? I can't believe they benched them after they came back and tied the game in the third quarter. The Magic got away with a foul. They pushed Tobias Harris in the back, but it's still Pistons ball. They give it to Tobias Harris. They give it to Duncan Robinson. Top of the key. He pump fakes on Desmond Bane, and he drills the three-pointer off the Cade Cunningham assist. Points off of turnovers. Tobias Harris with the steal, and the Pistons are down by 4. 10 minutes left in the game. Jalen Suggs misses another shot. He hasn't scored a single point since scoring 11 points in the first quarter. Jalen Suggs, an incredibly inconsistent player in the NBA. Oh, he just made me eat my words. He made me eat my words, guys. Jalen Suggs hit a three. He hit a three off the offensive rebound. The Pistons go the other way. And back-to-back assists for Duncan Robinson. Tobias Harris scores again. 17 points for Tobias Harris. Pistons down by 5. And now they're down by 7 for the game speeding up. The Pistons are chasing the game. The game is speeding up, guys. Keep an eye on that for your totals. Franz Wagner has come alive here. 12 points for Franz Wagner. He's been solid here. He's been solid. And it's a 7-point lead for the Magic. And we're getting to the point where it's almost time to say, pack it up, Pistons, for this game. Pistons ball here. Jalen Duren is back on the court, and that live bet, I hope for the best, but I don't know why Jalen Duren got benched either. If Jalen Duren doesn't play 30 minutes in this game without fouling out, Cade with the 3, down by 4. He went over his pregame points total of 26 and a half points. But as I said, this game is speeding up just a bit. Tristan da Silva, he scores on the other end, guys, off the curl. And Tobias Harris turns it over right after that. And Franz Wagner scored again. This is the best game we've seen from Franz Wagner over the last couple of games. It's back to an 8-point lead for the Magic. The Pistons are stinking it up. And honestly, with the way Franz Wagner looked at the ref, he's right. That was a foul. Franz Wagner should be shooting one free throw there, and they didn't call it. But either way, he made the shot through the contact, and that was a foul. Many star players are getting that call. And great call with Paolo Banchero's PRA, Tasha. Jay Krog said Pistons playing 0 defense. Josh said Cade with the 3. Yep. But then Tobias Harris turned the ball over and it's back to an 8-point lead. So if the Pistons don't go on a run after this timeout, I'm going to start helping you guys get ready with maybe some last minute looks in the Spurs game. I'm on the Spurs tonight. I bet a better line last night in my YouTube video. And I'll help you guys get ready with the player prop looks in that game. Some projections, something, But first, let me see if the Pistons punch back here. If not, I will write them off. We have 8 minutes left. That's a long time in the NBA. But right now, it's all Magic. And Jamal Mosley is out coaching JB Bickerstaff. I stand on that. And all of the people that wrote articles in the media last week that criticized Jamal Mosley with unnamed sources in the Magic locker room, they're not going to give him the credit here. They'll give Banchero the credit, even though they don't want to do that. But they won't give Jamal Mosley the credit. They won't. Because they've already decided that he deserves to be fired. And maybe he does deserve to be fired. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not there every day, Maybe he's not the best X's and O's guy. Yeah, EWM, yep. Just like Cleveland said earlier, every time Detroit comes close, Orlando has an answer. Yeah, and they're forcing turnovers too. Too many turnovers. Jay Darby said either way, he's gone, in my opinion. Yeah, sometimes, when there's smoke, there's fire, There might be some truth to the reports. The professional said smart move by the Magic to avoid the Celtics. And K-Dot said defense just can't stop anyone. Evo Andret said, are they going to keep Jenkins in more? Maybe, maybe. Hope you guys are enjoying the games. JB Bickerstaff gets the benefit of the doubt from fans and the media, the head coach of the Pistons, because Cade is so popular. People love Cade Cunningham, so the coach gets some he gets the benefit of the doubt. People despise Paolo Banchero, so by extension, they also hate his coach. Losing this game at home would obviously turn game 2 into a must-win game. Jalen Suggs just picked up his his fifth foul of the game. I was looking at something on my phone. Back to the game now. Jalen Suggs just picked up his fifth foul of the game. One more foul, he fouls out. And it's still Pistons ball. Cade Cunningham has 30 points now. He just scored another. It was almost a 3, but it was a long 2. And the Pistons are down by 6. 6-point lead for the Magic. 30 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists for Cade. 7.5 minutes to go in game 1 here. And let's see what the Magic do. Franz Wagner with a dunk on the other end of the court to push the lead back to 8. Franz Wagner had a good game. And that was a vicious dunk, guys. Franz Wagner just posterized Ausar Thompson. He just posterized him. That looks like the Franz Wagner from before the injury, from when he played for Germany last summer as well. An athletic, and that's actually something that I was waiting to see right there. I'm going to take note of that, how well he's moved in this game, his mobility. Franz Wagner with that dunk, he just put Ausar Thompson on a poster. But on the other end, Ausar Thompson draws the foul on Franz Wagner, and he goes to the free throw line. Now Franz leaves the game. Desmond Bane checks back into the game. Tasha? Okay, yeah, I'll get to that in just a moment, Tasha. He made both free throws. Also, and congrats as well, Tasha. Josh said Cade is carrying right now. Also, congrats, Josh, with Tobias Harris over 7.5 rebounds and assists combined. Great call. Steven as well in the chat. He just cashed with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Black rebounds over 2.5. Great call. The minutes were there. Tristan Da Silva just missed a 3, and it's Pistons ball down by 6. 5 rebounds for Cade. Everyone's getting rebounds but Jalen Duren, and Jalen Duren is literally running cardio. I'm watching the game. Cardio Duren today. But we have free throws from Cade Cunningham. Free throws from Cade here. Four fouls on Desmond Bane. A couple of star players for the Magic are in foul trouble. Cade has 31 points now because he made the first free throw. Four fouls on Bane, 5 fouls on Suggs, chat. And he makes both free throws, 4-point lead. The Magic, they pushed that lead back to 11 earlier in the quarter, and now it's a 4-point game again with under 7 minutes to go. But if the Pistons can't get stops, defensively, it will not matter, and they do not get a stop on that possession. Tristan Da Silva with a back-breaking 3, assisted by Wendell Carter Jr., and that made the fans sit down. 7-point lead for the Magic. And he was wide open. Tobias Harris was late with his defensive rotation. And Cade Cunningham misses a 3 on the other end, so I mean, it's all Cade with the attempts here. He's going to have to carry, but the Magic know that. They're stacking bodies defensively in front of Cade there. And it's Magic ball. A basket here would obviously be detrimental. Yep, and they do score. Wendell Carter Jr., 13 points, back-to-back games with double-digit performances from Wendell Carter Jr. He outplayed Jalen Duren in this game, who's supposed to be a potential superstar. No-show Jalen Duren. Looks soft in this game. And he's running cardio. 5 assists for Desmond Bane. Still on the court, those 4 fouls, and why not? It's a 9-point lead for the Magic, and the Pistons are in trouble, guys. They are in trouble. Interesting game, though. Hey, welcome back to Top Football Highlights. K-Dot, yeah. You shot. I'll talk about. Are you K-Dot? Are you betting the Spurs game as well? Josh said he also cashed with Desmond Bane over 8.5 rebounds and assists combined. A great call, Josh. You're doing very well with this game and this weekend as well. Let's keep it going, fam. Yeah, I would have to agree there. And Jalen Duren misses the free throw. You can't make this up. Where is the pick and roll game between Cade and Jalen Duren that we saw all season, guys? That we saw all season. Where is it? He does make the second free throw. He has 8 points. From the All-Star. He has 1 rebound in the second half. You have 1. He just picked up grabbed the rebound there, though. He has 6 now, but still. And they just announced that the Spurs Blazers game is going to tip off 7 minutes later than it's supposed to. It was supposed to tip off at 9:10 p.m. Eastern, so 20 minutes from now. But now it's going to tip off at 9:17 p.m. Eastern, 27 minutes from now, guys. That's when we will see the postseason debut for Victor Wembanyama. A bit more time. Another turnover from the Pistons. It's actually not a turnover. It's a foul on Ausar Thompson away from the ball. And let's see what happens here. It's actually his first foul of the game. Franz Wagner subs back into the game. Yeah, K-Dot, you're watching the game. I know you are. BJ Anderson. I know you guys are watching the game. You see what I see. You guys see what I see. Jalen Duren, and Cade, that was your bread and butter all season long. You're not even getting into the sets. Yes, the Magic are playing well defensively, but you're not even attempting the bread and butter play all season. That's been their home run ball. The lob play, the lob threat to Jalen Duren. We haven't seen one lob pass from Cade to Jalen Duren in this game. Who's to blame for that? Who's to blame for that? Cade just scored a layup at the rim and is back to an 8-point lead. That was after Desmond Bane scored. Do the Pistons have another run in them, guys? Because it's now or never. I'm not confident in the Pistons. They are scrapping here, but this guy took Jalen Duren out the game. Duren's not in foul trouble, but Isaiah Stewart did just get a big block shot. Whoa, Dennis Jenkins is back. He's going to the free throw line. Ivo Andrić. You have a chance with Dennis Jenkins over 6.5 points if he hits these free throws. Isaiah Stewart entered the game and made an impact immediately. Immediately. Timeout Magic. Cleveland said because Duren is trash. Well, he's not having an impact on the game. So, as a coach, he's probably, maybe he's doing his team doing what's right for his team in the moment. You know, you can't always just go off the game. At the end of the day, these are still learning experiences for Jalen Duren. He's what, 22, 23 years old. Almost dropped my laptop. So I mean, maybe, it's bad for the bet, the double bet, but EWM said Duren is going in the storage room for sure. Josh said they're going to close it out with Stewart. K-Dot said Bickerstaff just took out Thompson, Duren, and Cade. I think Cade's getting a quick breather, though. Cade is going to be... He shouldn't be off the court, though. What's this guy doing? Bickerstaff, his name is trending as well, guys, on Twitter. The coach of the Pistons, his name is trending. But obviously, what they show you as trending is obviously, based on, your searches and your geographical location, so... It's literally crunch time, and it's clutch time right now, and he has his bench on the court. And he still hasn't used his challenge in this game. There were 3 plays in this game where he could have used the challenge. Smoke that smoke said it's one game we will adjust. Yeah, it's always about adjustments in the playoffs. I expect the Pistons to adjust, It's just the Magic look confident. Welcome back, Smoke that smoke, my bro. Yeah, Cade's back in. Top Secrets, welcome back, fam. He said, I see overtime in our future. Yeah, but at the end of the day, guys, usually, unless there's something controversial that happens, there isn't anything controversial that's taking place in this game. Even though I bet the Pistons, I mean, right now the Magic look like the better team, on this day. So, I'm never gonna be irrational. Have to be realistic. Hakeem, welcome back. He said you didn't give up on the Magic because of their talent. K-Dot said investigation coming. Josh said Blazers plus 10.5 for me. Did it was 10.5 last night, Josh. And then it went up to 11.5 today. Did it dip back to 11.5 for you? Let me check here. Let me look at all the books, actually. Oh, it's actually, yeah, I grabbed 10.5 last night. It's up to 12.5. So, I mean, I did get some value on that line in the YouTube video last night. It's 12.5 on most of the major books. It's 11.5 on PointsBet. Wow, Dennis Jenkins missed the free throw. And I take back everything I said about you. No, I don't. If you guys listened earlier, I did say that we still have to see because he started the season in the G League. So I said that he deserves to play in the moment, and right now he did not perform. But either way, this is not the regular season, so it's the playoffs. 5 fouls on Desmond Bane, though. So Desmond Bane and Jalen Suggs are each 1 foul away from fouling out, and 6 points for Dennis Jenkins. It's a 7-point lead. The Pistons need consecutive stops here, or this game is over. And they also have to keep the Magic off the free throw line, and they don't get one. They don't get it. Franz Wagner goes over his points line with the layup. I think Franz Wagner is back too, with the way he is cutting to the basket with the aggression in his game. This is the healthiest Franz Wagner has looked in months. 9-point lead for the Magic, and I'm going to start looking at these lines for the Spurs game. Had a good day yesterday. Good start to today. Every game is different, guys, and the Magic were the side today. We'll see if that carries over into game 2, but I mean, I don't see what the Pistons are going to be able to change too much if the line is this high. I don't think the line will be 8.5 in game 2. but that remains to be seen. We'll find out after the game. I'll look to see what the game 2 opening spread is. I mean, anything over 7.5 with what we saw today. I know recency bias. I know I'm going off what I saw today, and I usually don't do that. Sometimes I'll take the team in game 2 that loses in game 1. But you have to also remember what you saw and still take the matchup into consideration. And if Jalen Duren doesn't arrive in the second game, if JB Bickerstaff coaches this poorly, the Magic will go up 2-0. The Magic will go up 2-0. I don't care what people think about bounce backs in the playoffs. I don't care. I'm saying if those things don't happen, yeah. So let me get to the Spurs game, guys. You guys enjoy the last 3 minutes here. I was wrong here, but thanks for hanging out with me. Let me give you guys my projections here. The Pistons have a lot of work to do. Pistons have a lot of work to do. Also, keep in mind that Franz Wagner looks healthy. So, and when you look at the lineup right now, Dennis Jenkins is on the court. Kevin Huerter's on the court. Just like Jay Wall said, why is Duncan Robinson not in the game? Well, why? As Dennis Jenkins missed another 3, Desmond Bane with the rebound here, and that might be the knockout blow. Jalen Suggs, 16 points for Suggs, chat. Assisted by Franz Wagner, who had an excellent fourth quarter. Excellent fourth quarter from Franz Wagner. Excellent. And we have a technical foul on Franz. Jalen Duren doing running cardio. Gotta be realistic. Even if I lose, I have to look at both sides, guys. So, I know some people that did ride with my bet wanted, my decent stretch to continue here with this game, but have to take it on a game-by-game basis. Hopefully we have better, better results in the Spurs game here. So, which could be a pretty exciting game. Let's see what happens. Also hit the like button for me. I'm just refreshing the lines in the Spurs game. The Spurs were 10.5 point favorites last night. They're 12.5 point favorites in this game. And let me just get my player prop dashboard refreshed as well. Thank you guys for rocking with me during the stream. Welcome back, Jimmy. I agree, K-Dot. Once again, cardio Duren on that play. Not even jumping for the rebound. Congrats, all Magic bettors. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as well. It's fun. Win or lose, you guys know I have fun. Streaming and betting with you guys. So interesting game. There's a lot to go back and look at. I'm going to watch the highlights again. I'm going to look at the data again in this game and start to work on game 2 immediately. Four turnovers for Cade now, and now he wants the challenge. Now he wants to use the challenge. JB Bickerstaff. He was a joke today. Okay, so the next game, I have all the info up that I need here. Obviously, I made that video last night, so things have changed with the lines. Let's talk about the next game just briefly. Maybe I can put something together with player props or something here. I have an entire list of projections for this game. A somewhat lengthy list, although a couple of players are on this list twice in different categories. I do think Victor Wembanyama and his 3-point line might be a decent look. We do know that he is very shifty with his in terms of being able to shoot threes. His points line is at 27.5. Maybe Wemby is going to make a big statement here, like a few other star players did this weekend. 27.5 is pretty high, but I do think he has obviously he has an edge because he's a giant. He's almost 8 feet tall, but not because of that. Because of his mobility and his shiftiness on the perimeter, I do think that Victor Wemby threes might be a decent look here. I have him projected at just over 3, especially if he's matched up with Donovan Clingan. Donovan Clingan is a decent rim protector. He's also a giant. He's 7'2", but we all know that he's a bit flat-footed out there on the perimeter defensively. And I think that we could see that matchup more often than not, because this is a series where the Blazers are going to need Clingan to play more minutes than we saw him play in that play-in tournament game against the Suns. And because of that, there's a higher chance that we could see him matched up with Wemby. Wemby's going to try to stretch the floor a bit, in my opinion. I think I had this note written last night, just looking at how I think the matchups might unfold. Wemby's threes might be a decent look, guys. 1 second here. Let me move on. The game starts in 13 minutes, so I'm going to speed up rapid fire here. I'm already on the spread on the line from last night, though. So, the Pistons won the challenge. Oh, sorry. And Cade's going to the free throw line. Jalen Suggs fouled out. Okay, next up. Yeah, we could see a moment where Wemby really tries to, really make a statement here on both sides of the court. You might want to look at his blocks too, but, it's at 3.5, but, he's the only player that can clear that line. Not with ease, obviously, but easier than most. What else do I have on my list here? I also have a pretty solid projection here for Drew Holiday of the Portland Trailblazers to go over 5.5 assists. I think Drew Holiday, 5.5 assists could be a decent look in this particular moment. And I actually am considering betting that. Another basket for Cade Cunningham in transition there. Tobias Harris grabbed the rebound, even though Jalen Duren, it was his rebound. He just didn't want to grab it. Crazy. And this game's over, guys. The Magic will win on the money line after that turnover from Tobias Harris. Another assist for Franz Wagner. 17 points for Wendell Carter Jr. He's starting to play some of his best basketball after we cashed with him on Friday. And this game is over. It's over. Yeah, so I was talking about Drew Holiday. And the Pistons are in big trouble. Everyone's going to bet on the Pistons to bounce back in game 2. And, it's not going to be as easy as everyone thinks. And Vegas, the odds makers, are going to price in the potential bounce back. So it's actually possible we might see a higher line than the 8.5 point line today, because for the odds makers are going to protect themselves, anticipating all of the bounce back money to come in on the Pistons. So just be ready for that, guys. And either way, we are going to move on. I talked about Drew Holiday and his assist line. Another player that I think is going to have a decent game here is Julian Champagnie of the San Antonio Spurs. Julian Champagnie has a great chance to go over his 8.5 point line, or even his 3 point line of 2.5. Him to go over 2.5 is plus 154 on FanDuel at the moment. I think that's mispriced. I think it should be closer to plus 100 when I looked at it. And I do think there might be some value on Julian Champagnie threes. He's a prominent member of this Spurs rotation as well. And this Blazers team is going to have their hands full with Wemby. There's going to be more space on the perimeter for Wemby's teammates. And Dylan Harper went over 8.5 points 12 straight times, but is he going to play as many minutes as he played in the final minutes of the regular season? He deserves to. What else do I have here? Yeah, Luke Cornett, his points line is only 3.5 points. That might be worth looking at as well. 3.5 is a rock bottom line for a player that did average 21 minutes a game this season. Obviously, when Donovan Clingan is getting rest, I mean, there is a dramatic drop off for the Blazers in their front court in terms of the backup center position. Luke Cornett, that 3.5 point line is not being offered on every book, but it might be too low. It might be too low, and they weren't offering that earlier either. Another player that I have that I do expect to have a decent game here is Stephon Castle at over 17.5 points. Yes, Wemby is going to be the focal point of this Blazers defense, but Stephon Castle, he has the physicality. He's in better shape this season. He's been in the weight room. He has the physicality to match this Blazers team that does like to push the pace, that does like to make it a back and forth sort of transition, sort of track meet sort of game. That does bode well for both Stephon Castle and De'Aaron Fox, in my opinion, particularly. Maybe De'Aaron Fox assists, but I banned De'Aaron Fox. I'm not going to bet on De'Aaron Fox in this series. Although I was thinking last night that, it did look like De'Aaron Fox was on autopilot. It looked over the last 30 days of the regular season. He's been in the league for a little while now, and it's possible, once it became clear that the Spurs were going to at least be a top 2 seed no matter what. I mean, I saw De'Aaron Fox sort of take his foot off the gas pedal. Maybe he was saving it for the playoffs. Maybe De'Aaron Fox reminds everyone why he got that massive contract last summer. I do think that is a possibility. Obviously, that can't be quantified, but it is something to look at, guys. If De'Aaron Fox can be an X factor for this Spurs team, they invested in him. They made a big investment in Fox. It's going to be a big game 1 here, matching up with Drew Holiday, who is getting older but is still playing elite defense in the NBA. So I do think that Drew Holiday over 5.5 assists might be a good look. Over 5.5 assists. Julian Champagnie over 2.5 threes, or even over 8.5 points. Clingan maybe because of the minutes. What's in the chat? Yeah, just ignore that, guys. It's a weird account. But either way, I'll try to put something together here last minute. Right now, I'm rolling with the Spurs. I also think that points might be at a premium on the Blazers side of things. Maybe this Spurs team, maybe this is where they really lock down defensively. We saw that in some of the Blazers-Spurs matchups in the regular season, although there was one game where the Blazers really upset the Spurs in the regular season, but both teams had much different lineups and rotations earlier in the season there. Maybe I can put something together here last minute. Drop your bets in the chat. Welcome back, Adrian. Yeah, I see what you're talking about, K-Dot. I'm getting that out of there in the chat. Cleveland, you have Cornett points. Best of luck. Yeah, EWM, it's only 3.5 right now. And let me just... log back into the sportsbook. Yeah, maybe we'll go in game here. I shared the projections. I'm just going to root for the Spurs spread, guys. I looked at it. I shared it. You guys were here when I talked about it. I do think Drew Holiday assists. I consider Drew Holiday 4+ assists here, maybe 2+ threes with Julian Champagny. But honestly, I'm just going to root for the Spurs and even start to get ready to work on tomorrow's games. I actually said that wrong because I worked on it earlier. I should say finalize my picks for tomorrow's games because I have an idea of what I'm already going to bet. I did the work earlier, but things do change. So I'm going to work on another video for you guys tonight. Should be a very interesting basketball game. I'm going to have another picks video overnight, guys, with a couple of bets for tomorrow, and I will stream again. I'm not going to force any bets. It might be good to feel out how things unfold in this game one matchup between the Spurs and the Blazers. I think the Spurs are going to cover here, but obviously the Blazers, similar, just like the Magic, guys, they got healthy at the right time. Remember, Shaedon Sharpe missed a large chunk of the season. So did Denny Avdia, and they got healthy. Two of their, most important pieces got healthy at the right time. So drop your bets in the chat. It was definitely fun to watch the game with you guys right now. Magic, even though I lost my bets in the Pistons game, it was really fun to watch that game with you guys. You guys make the stream what it is. I'll put the link up tonight. Subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on. And honestly, I think I'm going to, so I'm not up too late tonight. I think I'm going to start working on that now. So we do have Blazers, Spurs about to tip off in 1 minute. I do want to say best of luck, guys. I will come. I'll be in the Discord though. Make sure you guys join the Discord. And I have to eat a late dinner and get a couple of other things in order that have nothing to do with sports. I have to make a call to someone in my family. After that, I'm going to make a video for tomorrow's games. I'll probably have at least 2 bets for tomorrow, official bets that I had on paper earlier. Just going to do a bit of digging in the background. I do wish you guys the absolute best of luck. I'll be in the Discord. I'll recap in the Discord as well. The Pistons game didn't go my way, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure the playoffs will, and the playoffs have so far. But either way, anything can change. Always be responsible with your sports betting, everyone. Remember that we're dealing with a game of chance here. You can get wiped at any time, so always be responsible. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. Follow me on social media. Hit the like button for me, and I will see you guys in the group chat, the general chat channel, free Discord group chat. I'll see you guys in there after the stream or after I eat dinner. And I'll drop in there during the Spurs game. I'll come chat with you guys while I get ready for tomorrow's games. When I drop the video tonight, comment on the video. I will reply for you. And let me know your thoughts in the comments later on when I drop the video overnight. And hit the like button for me as well. Best of luck, everyone. Thank you so much. Wake and Bake DK, Tasha as well for sending me those super chat donations. I truly appreciate you. And everyone else here just for being here. You guys make this stream what it is. Better days ahead. It's all about the next play. You guys know me. Just like how, you guys, give me my props when I win. I give you guys your props when you win. And a ton of people that I respect in the chat were on the Magic. And that's a game that I was wrong in. So we're going to keep it going. And just like I thought, M Stone, the Pistons spread for game 2 is 9.5. So they've already priced it in a manner where they know that the Pistons money is going to come in because of, how everyone bets on the bounce back. And, I'm going to have to watch it a bit closely. I'll listen to the post-game interviews as well with the coach, with the players. Have a great night, everyone. I will see you in the Discord. Go Spurs. Let's cover that 10.5 point spread. And thank you so much for watching that video from last night. Have a great night, everyone. Cleveland, J Darby, EWM, Digital Print House, K. Tasha, Jared Weiss, DH, Ivo Andrich, The Professional, KC Mike, M Stone, 462 for life, Smoke That Smoke, Adrian, everyone that was here earlier as well, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Let's do it again tomorrow. I'll stream again tomorrow. How about that? We have 3 primetime games tomorrow. Everyone else that was in the chat as well. Big shout out to you, BJ Anderson, Jay Kroggs, Zobo, Alex Escobar, Alex King, Hakeem, Josh Gillum, Rabbit, Tasha Top Football Highlights, my bro Woshu, Nasir, Larry Mavid as well. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Time for Steven, Larry Mavid. Enjoy your night, guys. Don't give it all back. Be responsible. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys next time. Picks video for tomorrow on the way overnight. Maybe in the morning at the latest, but I'm going to do it overnight. I'm going to at least get to finalize, everything. So I'll see you guys next time. And we will continue to crush the playoffs. Enjoy your night, everyone.